The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Game day, baby. If we could just complete a pass, maybe it will look good tonight. We'll break down the game for the final time. We got a bunch of great guests that will join us, including our guy Green Bean right off the top. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
We building something, and it's not always going to be pretty. Who want to fly with the Jets?
A new chapter for the Jets has started. Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji are tasked with shaping the future of this franchise. Will they be the ones to finally get it right? We will be here for every step of the journey on the Jake Asman Show, breaking down all the storylines, every game, and everything in between. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super Chats, baby. Cut the line. The Jake Asman Show starts right now.
Here we go. Does the road to 10-7 continue tonight? Perhaps, or perhaps it doesn't. But either way, we're going to break down the game. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is one of my favorites. He will be live during this game. So if you're a Jet fan who wants to do a little watch along with this guy and his cast of characters, make sure you check out Green Bean's YouTube channel. And GB joins us now. Mr. Green Bean, how are we feeling on a game day where, think about it like this, Jets have won 2 in a row. We had the bye week sprinkled in. So it's really been about a month since we had like true Jet pain with a loss. So, I mean, where is your head at as we enter this game tonight?
Dude, we don't even know how to lose anymore. I don't even remember what it feels like.
Right.
We're winners. We are winners. I see no reason why that shouldn't continue tonight in front of the nation. And we're going to make Vrabel regret his decision to choose the Patriots over the Jets. And he'll go, man, I should have stayed there. Boy, oh boy, do I wish I was a Jet. That's what's going on tonight, everybody. It's going to be great.
Hell yeah. I love it. Love the positivity. However, we do have to start with some negative news. Garrett Wilson, it was announced, placed on injured reserve. So that means he is out tonight and at least 3 more games. The earliest Garrett Wilson could return is December 14th against the Jacksonville Jaguars. But you have to wonder, what's the Jets' record at that point? And then 2, does it even make any sense for Garrett Wilson to return, even if he's healthy, if this is going to be a lost season? Because I don't want to put him out there and risk another injury. I need him to be healthy for wherever the quarterback is in 2026. So it's a bummer because this is a guy that has been over 1,000 yards in every year of his career. He's never missed a game until this year. But now it looks like it's going to be one of those injury-plagued seasons for the Jets' best offensive player.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, and he's been very much like an Iron Man. We've seen him just get rocked. I mean, how many times throughout his career, going all the way back to his rookie year, he would take a hit and it would look like, oh man, he's out for, we're going to lose him for the game or whatever. And he's back on the field 2 plays later. He's like he's a scrawny-ish kind of fella, thin, but he's really, really made us some tough stuff. So, you start to, forget that he's human and that he can be injured. So losing him for that couple of weeks, I fully expected him to come back, last week, and seeing him go out was jarring a little bit. Like, oh shit, man, maybe we got to, take it a little bit slower with this guy. This is bad news. The good news, here's the positive spin. For Garrett, finding out that Garrett Wilson, our best offensive player, well, you could say Brees, but our best wide receiver is, being out for 4 weeks minimum. The good news is we don't have a quarterback anyway. So, well, what do you? It's just like it's window dressing. We just got to hand the ball off to Brees and Isaiah Davis and maybe some end arounds and shit like that. We'll get the job done. Let Garrett put his feet up and rest a bit.
I like that take. It doesn't matter. We don't have a quarterback. Anyway, why not?
We really don't, dude. It's crazy. I can't even believe it. The fact, Jake, we got rid of Mark Sanchez, right? Because he was the number 1 turnover guy in the NFL for a couple of years. We get Geno Smith, and he's tossing the ball around his back on the end zone and weird shit. And he gets knocked out in his own locker room. And we're like, can it get any worse? And we get Sam Darnold. He's the 31st ranked quarterback in the NFL. We're like, can it get any worse? Draft a kid. They bring in the number 2 overall pick. He's running backwards. He's trying to throw it away, and he's throwing it on the field, and he's getting picks, and he's the worst ever. We're like, oh, my God. Then they replace him with Tim Boyle, and he throws the Hail Mary, and we're like, oh, my God. It can't get any worse. And you bring on Justin Fields, and you're like, all right, well, at least this guy is legit with his feet. Legit. We at least got that. Dude, we've seen none of that. And we've seen, I mean, is he not worse than Garrett Wilson? I mean, than Zach Wilson at this point? This is I swear, can it get worse than this? Is there, what is it, 4 yards in a game that somebody can throw? I can't imagine it getting worse than this. It bends my mind how the Jets can continually, different coaches, different GMs, offenses, different receivers, linemen, worse quarterback plays. Something's in the friggin' water, Jake.
It's hard to believe. The one thing with Garrett is that he's proven to be basically quarterback proof. And even Garrett Wilson in this past game, with Justin Fields only having 2 completions in front of the line of scrimmage. Oh, by the way, even Garrett Wilson had his first game of his career being held without a catch. So it's a bummer for him. I pray that he's on the Mike Evans kind of career arc where he stuck it out in Tampa and eventually he finally got to succeed, got Brady and now Baker Mayfield thrown to him, and he's been, this Hall of Fame talent. I hope Garrett gets rewarded for his loyalty to the franchise and he's here long term. He's a captain and all that, but it's brutal, man. And like you look at the game tonight, right? The leash for Justin Fields, it better be really, really short. The idea that you're going to start a quarterback tonight who in half his starts this year, Green Bean, has had under 60 yards passing, including 3 of his last 4. He's had under 100 yards passing, which is by far the most in the NFL. Like, the leash better be super short because you owe it to the other guys on the team that now you're trying to evaluate. Do we have something in A.D. Mitchell? Mechie? What's Arian Smith? Can Mason Taylor handle more of the target share going forward? I can't evaluate any of this if we have a quarterback who, to quote the owner, can't complete a pass. Like, that's the problem.
That's the best. I know, man. Whoa, he can complete a pass. I know. We always throw so much mud on Woody, and rightfully so. But boy, oh boy, is he right about now. You know, and it sucks to say that. But yeah, man, it's a crazy thing. I got into a discussion. I got to tell you, I got to really back off Twitter. Twitter is the worst place on earth, I think, especially for Jet. It's like, I can't even go in there. I attempt to have like a constructive conversation with people. And I swear to God, it's like hanging out with a bunch of drunk pirates. Like that's what I feel like. I'm like, dude, are you not hearing me? Like, I'm sure. But I got into this discussion with somebody about Mason Taylor being a bust. I think the conversation was, they still don't trust Muji with the number 1 pick, picking a quarterback, right? And I'm like, well, I don't know, man. It looks to me like no matter who our general manager's been over the years, Bradway, Tannenbaum, Idzik, whoever, you got to trust them. I mean, I've never heard this narrative before that we're afraid of our general manager. It's fresh. This is a new one. And it's like, okay, well, if you're going to be concerned, I understand, but there's a little bit of a data collection here. We got, the trades are good, man. He got max value for all these trades. I'm of the thought, like, you can't really argue that. Whether or not you like the trade of the player, that's another discussion entirely. But if you're going to, he got excellent value for these players. And then the Brownlee trade, the Briggs trade, these are really working out. He's looking, kind of shrewd. And then you look at the draft, Membu and Mason Taylor, from my perspective, they look pretty good. And he went on this person, I don't know, he, she, whatever, went on this diatribe about Mason Taylor sucks. He can't even get a catch. And I'm like, well, dude, if you're going to have that argument, you got to then pivot to the guy throwing it to him. And it was it was very difficult to get this individual to that point. No, Mason Taylor just sucks. But to your point, it's a landscape, an environment where we can have those discussions, because a guy like Arian Smith, turns out he's the number 1 guy getting open in the NFL at this point. He's a fucking crazy stat. And then you got all these guys running around open, Mason Taylor included. but we can't say that they can or can't do anything because meanwhile, the quarterback's running in circles behind the line of scrimmage, doing whatever the hell he wants to do, afraid to throw the ball for some reason. So it really would be nice to be able to see Mason Taylor, Arian Smith get some meaningful reps. Let's see what they can do. And this little look, Mooj, while he got max value pick-wise for these players that we just traded, meanwhile, he just kind of revamped the wide receiver room on the low-key side. So it would be real nice to see if Mechie and A.D. Mitchell actually got some meat on the bone going into next year and the draft and all that. It would be real nice to see what we have.
Completely agree. And I'm with you. Whether you wanted them to trade Sauce or Quinn, and I think they got the absolute max amount of value you could have hoped for. It's about obviously finding a quarterback, which is an entirely different discussion for the offseason and what the Jets need to do to potentially land that quarterback. But at this point at 2-7, everything should be about, hey, who's going to be on the 2026 Jets that's already on our team? And there's no way of knowing if A.D. Mitchell could be our number 2 receiver next year, or even a number 3, or if Mechie could be on this team next year and help us. Same thing with Arian Smith. I saw the same chart you did, that he's separating, he's getting open, he never gets the ball. So, if Justin Fields is going to have another game tonight, and there's a 50% chance, just looking at the data, where he's unplayable, he has 60 yards passing or less, then what are we doing? To me, I understand it's a short week. You want real competitive advantage, Aaron Glenn? Start Tyrod Taylor tonight, or have the leash be so short on Fields that if he looks like he's just completely overwhelmed, it's like a starting pitcher in baseball. You just know certain guys doesn't have his stuff, get him out, go into the bullpen. That's Fields. And I'm not watching a game tonight where the Jets are almost a 13-point underdog and Justin Fields can't complete a pass. At least Tyrod will take chances and try and throw downfield. He might not be great, but at least if you're Engstrand, you could call a conventional offense and at least evaluate your personnel.
Yeah, well, that's just it. And and I would love to it would be a shame. Let me say it this way. It would really be a shame if the number 1 special teams unit in the NFL is showing up and doing some things. They're contributing. And our defense, our reinvigorated defense that after the trades and Aaron Glenn benched his 2 linebackers, seems like the entire defense figured out how to tackle the last couple of weeks. It would be a shame if all that was going on, and meanwhile, our quarterback just can't seem to let go of the ball, or, the only thing not working to make this a competitive game is Justin Fields. At some point, if that's what's going on, I like you. I love that analogy, man. The starting pitcher, he doesn't have it tonight. In the 3rd inning, we got to pull you, man. We got to go to the bullpen early. It's just one of those situations. It's no sweat off anybody's brow. It just is what it is. We want to compete in this game and just go to Tyrod Taylor. And look, and nobody's saying, Tyrod Taylor's the next coming or anything like that. But I got a sneaking suspicion because of the 15 years that he's been in the NFL that he can at least play average football. And you want to compete in this game. I mean, the truth is, this is a long shot, this game. That's the truth of it. But it's not a game that you can't win. They're on a 7-game win streak. Those elongated streaks, the longer it goes, the more ripe you are for a trap game. And it's it's the perfect time for that. So if we are going to compete with them, quarterback, interestingly enough, is going to be really important to whether or not we can do that. And if Justin Fields is having one of those games where he just looks completely lost, I'd love to see him pulled at the end of the first quarter, at latest the half.
I'm right there with you. Comments, questions, super chats will cut the line. We gave away a signed Darrelle Revis helmet on the first show today. It's game day, so we're stepping it up. So, Greenbean, you ready for this?
Yeah.
We need this guy to have a big night. Signed Jermaine Johnson jersey is the raffle prize at the end of our stream. So if you want in, make sure you enter the raffle by gifting a channel membership to the community or sending in a $10 super chat or higher. Chris with our first super chat says, just watch this morning's show back. Conspiracy theory. What if JJ's running those Justin Fields burners that are harassing everyone on Twitter? So for some context to this, Green Bean, I had a caller who's a Justin Fields truther. He's a regular caller of mine. His name is JJ. And he predicted that Justin Fields would be so good as a Jet, he would one day be in the Jets Ring of Honor. That's what he predicted, right? So he has still, though, tried to back Fields all throughout the year. He even did it again this morning. He even played Madden with Justin Fields on my show and scored a touchdown with him to try and manifest greatness tonight. But I don't know if you've experienced this. You mentioned Twitter. I know you're live on your channel. If you thought the Zach Wilson truthers were delusional, the field stands, the field's truthers, they are just as bad, if not worse in some cases.
Are they the same people? Maybe. I mean, I don't, because is it just one of those things? I know. Look, I'm all about look, I got it with Denzel Mims. I stayed with Denzel Mims all the way. You know what I mean? Until they traded his ass. I still maintain that the Robert Saleh regime ruined that kid. He needed a different style. Because look, Gase I don't want to get into it, but Gase the first year, and Denzel Mims looked pretty friggin' good, man. And then the whole thing, whatever. And then the salmon and all that shit. But I know what it's like to stick with a guy and it not work out, right? So it happens all the time. We have guys that you like in the draft, and we take them, and you believe in them, and you want them to succeed and all that shit. But when the evidence is so clear, I just can't take right now when they say, well, if the offensive line could give it, dude, the offensive line is fine.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Maybe not, but you just watched Cleveland Garrett on Cleveland have his worst game in 6 years, dude. 6 years, his worst game. All I heard going into the Cleveland Browns game was that their defense was going to dismantle us. He was going to have 6 sacks, all this kind of stuff, that they were just going to manhandle our offensive line. And that did not happen. Again, is it perfect? No. Are there pressures? Sure. Does he get sacked? Of course. But they're a pretty damn good young offensive line, man. And if the quarterback could just, respond, feel the pressure, maybe get the ball out, quick release, something, run, fucker, just take off. I don't even care if Justin Fields just decides I'm just running all day. I don't even care at this point.
That should be the game plan, right? Dude, no Garrett Wilson. You're a 13-point underdog almost. Just run. And that's my big thing with Fields that drives me crazy. I don't know if this is an Engstrand thing or Fields is now afraid of getting hit after the concussion he suffered week 2. Yeah. If he doesn't run and use his legs, Green Bean, he's worse than Zach Wilson as a pocket quarterback. The whole point of bringing him in, I thought, was we were going to design an offense that utilized his legs to set up the passing. And the only time we saw that was week 1 when they did have a lot of design runs for Fields, and it worked, and they had a really good game plan, and they should have beaten the Pittsburgh Steelers that day. I'm with you tonight. You have nothing to lose, Justin. Run, dude. You're going to get benched if you struggle tonight. Play free. You got nothing to lose tonight.
Dude, and it's like this. One read, he's covered. He's not there. You're uncomfortable. I don't care what the reason is. Take off. Commit. Take off. I don't care. If there's 4 yards of space, and just run. Just take it. I do not care, man. At this point, do something, because that was the whole thing with Justin Fields. None of us had, look, we all, he played well, right? Wellish in Pittsburgh. He's had his games in Chicago. DJ Moore had, 1,300, 1,400 yards, some shit like that the one year with him. We know he's got a strong arm, so he can throw the ball. But the real thing that we were saying was, all right, we don't have any illusions that he's going to suddenly be this 4,400-yard passer or something. But what we did feel pretty confident with was that he was going to take off and that he was going to be able to get us chunk yardage with his legs. And he hasn't done that at all. Like you said, the design runs are one thing, and I'd love to see more of that. But that one read and go thing that bothered the hell out of me when he was coming out from Ohio State into the draft, that was one of the reasons I didn't like him. He was like, one read, go. At this point, dude, one read, 2 seconds, 1, 2, take off. That's it. Just go, man, and get us 4, 5, 10 yards at a clip. Keep the damn ball moving and open it up. Just get some life into the team rather than this stagnant offense can't do anything, feel around the game, because it brings a black cloud. When the defense gets a nice big stand and emotional stop, and they get the ball back, and then 3 plays later they're back on the field. It takes the life out of everybody.
Well said. Well said. Comments, questions, super chats. Jermaine Johnson signed jerseys, the raffle prize. If you don't win, you should enter anyway, because Tuesday's top 3 prizes are another signed helmet by the great Darrelle Revis, a signed LaDainian Tomlinson Jets jersey, that's right, and a signed CJ Mosley helmet. So we got 3 weekly prizes. We got every show with a daily prize. We gave away a Revis helmet this morning. Congrats to Mike D's Nuts on winning that. And at the end of the show today, a signed Jermaine Johnson jersey. Couple super chats still to get to. Then we got Dylan Tereman joining us in 5 minutes. He'll join the conversation with us. Sean Horton, he is in the raffle for one, as is our guy, Mike Duramo. Let's go. Hit the Jet chant. Ricky NY, Mr. Florida State, trying to win a signed jersey by a Florida State alum. And our guy, Bo C, he just gifted the community 5 Jake Asman Show memberships. You know what that means. Bo knows.
Bo knows football. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows tennis. Bo knows basketball, too.
Bo knows channel memberships. Damn right he does. Thank Bo if you're the one who got it. Jersey Joe super chatted. He's in the raffle for 2. I need another shot at the JJ jersey. Also, bring back Kenny Yeboah. Now, Green Bean, you were a big Kenny Yeboah guy, if I remember correctly.
Love Kenny Yeboah. You know, when he got signed by Detroit, he reached out to me and he thanked me. He's like, hey, man, I just want to thank you. Appreciate, the years of support.
Actually,
I think Kenny Yeboah is a badass, man. No, I don't think he's ever going to be tight end 1. I never did. That wasn't, but I just feel like he's a guy that can contribute. Now, he's not doing too much in Detroit. I'd have to look it up.
He's got 9 catches for 111 yards and a touchdown this year.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like, lighting the world on fire, but I think I love Kenny Yeboah, man. I just think the world of him. But again, one of those guys, never saw it happen here. But you know what, JJ? It's funny. I was doing something earlier, Jake. This is just a weird thing. I was thinking of Jermaine Johnson. I don't know why, but he popped in my head, and I got the warm fuzzies about this guy. I don't know. I got the warm fuzzies about Jermaine Johnson. I thought to myself, I really like this guy as a long-term Jet. Like I'm really hoping that they do find a way to extend him 5th-year option, the whole thing. Just keep Jermaine Johnson here. He's a good leader, good teammate. You saw when he came back from injury, like instantly there was an impact on the defense. It was instant. It was from the first play that he was back, the defense looked different. And I don't know. I really like Jermaine Johnson. Look, I loved Quinnen Williams. I don't ever want it to be said, I don't want to revise history and make it like, fuck these guys or anything. But Jermaine Johnson, I think I really like this guy, man. Like really, and I hope that they find a way to keep him around.
Agreed. He's under contract for another year. He wants to be here. You're 100% right. The defense has been better since he's been back, and he's a leader, man. And I just feel like this team's been soft for years, and he's a guy that you actually could see being part of the solution here, right? Like the losing, I think, beat down Sauce. I think it beat down Quinnen, especially Quinnen. I mean, for as long as we've been suffering during this playoff drought, Quinnen's been here for basically half of it. If you think about it, he's been a Jet for 7 years.
Been here since Gase.
Yeah, like his best year was his rookie year. If you think about it, 7-9 was the highest winning percentage Quinnen Williams experienced as a Jet, as a rookie.
It's crazy, dude. I mean, that poor guy. Again, poor us, right? But like, right, the player's career, it's finite, right? Like we can stay here until we go into the dirt. A player only gets to play for so long, and his entire career has been here, 3 coaching regimes. And I get it. He's listening to Aaron Glenn. He's watching Justin Fields stumble and bumble. He's like, buddy, I don't got it in me, man. Like another rebuild. I just can't do it. Can you please find me a place to go play some fucking football? Please.
Hell yeah. And you know what? Him being quiet about it,
right?
The Jets rob the Cowboys and get a huge haul for him.
Yeah, he did it the right way. And that's the thing too. It benefits us, right? Like that's the thing that gets lost in the sauce a lot of times, is that it benefits the leverage, in the trade scenario from our end. But the other side of it too, I guess it would also benefit us, but there's less drama, less baloney. It's like, we don't need the headache. Why leave like that? Just, express your desire. You don't have to Elijah Moore. You don't have to make a big scene in practice and get sent home by the coach and all this kind of stuff. You hang out, you do it the right way. And look, he got what he wanted. He went to Dallas, which from what I understand is where he wanted to go. So good. Jerry Jones made it very, very clear that he, very much wanted Quinnen Williams, when, the whole Micah Parsons thing and all that stuff. So look, they want him. He wants to be there. He did it the right way. You get max value out of him, out of the trade. And look, wish him well. I'll be rooting against him like I do everybody. I don't know how to root for guys once they leave. Maybe a week, 2 weeks. That's my lifespan of rooting for a previous Jet, man. I can't do it.
Well, it's fascinating now because of the Jets owning the Colts pick this year and next year. So we have to root for Daniel Jones to turn back into, Daniel Jones with the Giants. And we are now rooting against the Colts every week for the next 2 years. And then next year, obviously, we have the better of the first round picks between Dallas and Green Bay. So we're rooting against our future quarterback in 2038, Jordan Love, and we're rooting against the Cowboys every week. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's so fun. I tell you, I hope whoever, if I'd love it to be Aaron Glenn and Muji, but when that happens, but whoever our guys are, I just hope that they don't have this original idea. You know what? Why don't we trade for Jordan Love? And just keep this streak going. Enough. I hope that we've burned our hand on that burner enough time with Green Bay's quarterbacks, man.
You can't make it up. All right, everyone. If you're watching live right now, you know who this guy is. The great Green Bean is joining us. He's got a mega cast tonight. Plug the cast again, GB. Who's going to be appearing on the watch along on your channel?
Yeah, so as you guys probably know, we live stream every game, and tonight, because it's Thursday, we're not doing the Thursday thick of it this year on my channel because of some scheduling stuff that I had. So this is going to be really fun because we're bringing back the Thursday thick of it crew. All of the previous Thursday thick of it co-hosts are going to be with me tonight. That's Frankie from Flatbush, Dom C, and Gunny will be back. Jeremy, who's right. These are great dudes, man. And I'm really genuinely looking forward to hanging out with them. Last time Gunny and Dom C were on with me was the Shin Was In game. So that was
I was at the game. Yeah, I was there that night.
Was a goodie. That was a goodie. So that ended up being really, really fun. Jeremy will be checking in. He does the show with me every week. He's traveling tonight from the West Coast to the East Coast, where he's heading in for Matt O'Leary's wedding next week. But he stops in North Carolina to see mommy.
I can't wait to hobnob with him at that wedding next week, by the way.
Oh, it's going to be so fun, dude. The collection of us that's going to be there. I genuinely cannot wait.
What big Jet story breaks the night of Matt's wedding? Because something's going to happen that's going to cause us to freak out and have to go live on our phones.
There'll be a whole bunch of live streams at our table. It's going to be great. So yeah, that'll be we're going to kick it off at 7 p.m. 7:15 on Green Bean Jets Fan on YouTube. And we're going to have ourselves a blast tonight, man. It's going to be fun.
Can't wait. Cannot wait. Ladies and gentlemen, Lord Sauce with a super chat. He's in the raffle for 2. He says underdog teams have been cooking parlays on Thursdays. I think the Jets might make an upset tonight. Look, if you tease it down or tease it up, maybe. Here's a stat I just saw from ESPN. Patriots, double-digit favorites for the first time since the end of 2021 when they played the Jaguars. NFL teams this year are 9-1 as double-digit favorites. The lone loss was when the Packers lost to the Panthers as 13.5-point favorites. So if the Jets win outright, it will be only the second time all year a team this big of an underdog actually won. If you want to bet on the game, you could do so with our presenting sponsor, FanDuel Sportsbook. Sam with a super chat. He says, I'll be watching the game tonight from T-Mobile Arena. Let's go Islanders. Hey, let's LGI, Sam. Bring us a win in Vegas tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now to be a part of the conversation is our guy who always joins us on Thursdays, the host of the Dylan Tereman Experience.
Ooh,
Dylan Tereman. DT.
Oh, shit. I'm all blurry. I got too close to my camera again.
What's up, guys? You're not stoned already before this one?
I'm still sitting in my work clothes, but you know that part's true, Jake. Come on, it's game day. Let's go.
All right.
What's up, Bean?
What's going on, man?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, well, I haven't really seen you since opening day. We got some quality time opening day.
Yes, we did.
But yeah, man, it's good to see you. This is going to be great. You think we're winning?
No. not to spoil all the analysis, but no.
Can we cover? What's the path for being in the game? Let's start with that.
You take advantage of Will Campbell and Morgan Moses. You get JJ, you get Will McDonald going again. I liked what they did on the defensive line in terms of alignment. They had a lot of their edges in the A and B gap, and then they had Tufele and Clemens on the edge, and they were doing a lot of good stunts and stuff like that. So you don't get 6 sacks by accident. You have to do something right, and they align their guys better. And it's funny, like when they don't have Quinnen Williams on their defensive line, somehow they make it look better, right? Just kind of like when Garrett Wilson wasn't in against the Bengals and we had 502 offensive yards. It's like sometimes without our superstars, we end up doing better. So the defensive line to me is the first and foremost X factor of this game. And then it's got to be Brees. I understand the Patriots are number 1 in rush defense in terms of yards, attempts, touchdowns. Like, they're really bottling up the run. But if we're going to trot out Justin Fields, we got to make sure Brees Hall is ready to go, because we know exactly what's going to happen with Fields at quarterback.
Look, I feel like that the path is similar to the London game from this standpoint, Green Bean. Boost from the special teams, which obviously they got last week with the 2 scores. But if you get a boost from your special teams, in that game, they had a 74-yard Kane kickoff return that set up a field goal. They had a great punt from McNamara that pinned Denver inside their 5, and Michael Clemens, your guy, made a big play to help force a holding call for a safety.
Wait a minute. Wait. I can't allow this.
Don't you have a Clemens jersey? I thought you have a 72. Oh, you just always wear
do, but that's just because that was the year I was born.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Michael Clemens.
No. That's okay. Matt O'Leary's 50th birthday gift to me for being born in 1972. I promise, everybody. I promise.
Okay. Well, you were a Mims truther. I didn't know where you stood on Clemens.
Yeah, right. Where that kind of shit ends. I mean, look, Yaboa, I was also LaMichael Pirine, to be fair.
You were. Yep.
Yeah. So he's got a ring. So all my guys got a ring.
Jeez. He's got a ring.
But anyway, in that game, you had a boost from special teams. Defense forced a turnover. They haven't had one since. They only have one all year. Like, you're going to need that similar script, but Fields has to play better. And if he can't play better, then Glenn needs to learn from that game and bench Justin Fields and go to Tyrod if you're in the game. Like, that's the path. As good as New England is this year, they've won 7 in a row. Look at a lot of their games. They play a lot of close games. They're just really well coached. That's what Mike Vrabel, that's what he does. So, I like, show some pride tonight, man. Like, don't beat yourself. Show some pride. Don't embarrass yourself. And let's find a way to hang around. And the longer they hang around, the more pressure's on New England. They're not going to run the table. They're going to lose another game at some point this regular season. I don't think they're going 15-2. So, I think the Jets win? No, but I would love to see this team go out there and, be competitive, give us something.
Yeah, just to play devil's advocate, and this is not my stance about the quarterback room, and I've been on the record for the last 3 or 4 weeks saying it's the worst in the NFL. And that's after saying that I thought Dylan Gabriel might have been worse, and that I was completely wrong about that. If they trot out Fields continually, does that tell you more about the coaches or about what they feel about Tyrod Taylor? Because Tyrod Taylor got hurt in camp in a non-padded practice when he could not get touched. And he is still dealing with that same knee injury. Like, is there just no trust in Taylor? And, like, I get it. We all want to see a forward pass be completed, but Tyrod doesn't really do that either, right? He just throws it to J.C. Horn. But
we were at the game at Tampa where he at least, played well enough to give him a chance. He tried to make plays. Yeah.
As long as the safeties aren't blitzing from the high heavens on Taylor, I feel like he has a chance. So that's my only devil's advocate argument is, how do they internally feel about Cook and Taylor, that they might feel like Justin Fields is the best person for the job, which is just so scary.
Yeah. The whole thing really is scary. Speaking of scary, we haven't talked about this. I was waiting for Dylan to join us. A Green Bean, you're going to love it. So remember the story that came out last year that the Jets players voted in the NFLPA survey, and Woody Johnson got an F. Remember that?
But it's bogus.
Yeah. Woody said it's bogus, right? So Woody Johnson, who says is bogus, well, he doesn't like it because apparently, according to a report in ESPN today, NFL owners have filed a grievance against the NFLPA to stop the annual report cards, and Woody Johnson was the one behind it. He was the one advocating for the owners to file this grievance against the NFLPA. So this is just classic, because didn't Woody Johnson say a couple of weeks ago that his strength as an owner is he's compassionate and he listens? So now he gets a bad report card, and what does he try and do? Tries to get rid of the whole thing altogether. Incredible.
Yeah. What are these report cards anyway? What is this bogus system that we have, asking players their opinions of me? What do we care? This guy, he did admit a couple weeks ago, well, look, I guess as far as wins go, I'm not a very good owner. Like, well, hello. I mean, what else is there, dude? What? It's clearly not the salmon. So it's not the dietary choices. It's not winning. It's not quarterback play. Our quarterback, your words, can't complete a friggin' pass. So where are you a good owner? I don't understand. I mean, F sounds just about right from my standpoint.
He's got empathy, guys. Come on. He said that he is able to empathize despite not having the same background as some of these players. I mean, Woody is just, unfortunately, this isn't even the worst thing Woody's in the news for today, but like the fact that he's the head of this trying to get stopped, it's just a total move of like somebody with money doesn't like the result of something and they're going to try to make it go away as quickly as possible, which it happens too much. But Woody deserves to hold the F, right? And maybe one day we'll be free from Woody and not Brick either.
You don't want a hug from Woody?
I hug him every day. I hug him every day.
Those Aaron Glenn hugs, man. Woody Johnson gives him one every day and says, "You're going to be great. I believe in you."
You're going to be great, man. Just keep doing that with the media. It's working.
So weird. Such a weird vibe. Such a weird vibe with Woody. Even when he talks, and I know he's socially awkward, but like, come on, man. Like Christopher just has such a better optic about him when he runs this team. And I understand he made a bad decision in Gase, but like, I don't know. You take him at his word at the podium. Whereas Woody, it's just like, dude, you're literally just flying off the handle saying whatever comes to your brain. And like, you're entitled to do that, right? It's your team, but it's just a terrible look anytime Woody Johnson's name is on anything.
Yeah, I know. Like, well, one other thing, Christopher. So Christopher Johnson, in that 3.5 years he was our CEO, brought us Adam Gase and those uniforms. So not the best. I mean, that's a lot of suck.
Yeah,
in a short period of time, man.
Relationship wise, I don't know. I always go back to like Aaron Rodgers and the way he talked about Christopher Johnson. Like he really liked Christopher as far as like he would say publicly, but anytime he was asked about Woody or being, run by a, preteen and Brick Johnson, he was just very, not very happy about it, but he liked Christopher. So I think the player relations with Chris is much better.
You guys, I can't get my camera right here, Jake. I don't know what it is with the slots. I do it on Tuesday nights too. As soon as we do the 3, I get lost. I don't know. I can't get it.
There you
right.
go.
What
spotlight?
There you go. I like this. Yeah. I'm fine with this. This is good.
We got to see the Rex Ryan ball in the background. We need Bean on the big screen.
Sexy Rexy. Oh
Sexy
yeah.
Rex.
Am I reading too much into this, or are the Jets trolling us? So the Jets moments ago just posted this photo with the caption "QBs in the house." Are they posting all their quarterbacks, aka both Fields and Tyrod? A little last-second gamesmanship, because we know Mr. Accountability has not named a starting quarterback for this one.
They're leaning into it, right? I mean, come on. The social media team has been getting absolutely dragged the last couple weeks, especially before the wins happened. So if the social media team wants to push back a little bit and lean into some of AG's, stubbornness, then I'm all for it, because no matter what, I guarantee those comments are all crappy people saying negative things. They're just trying to do their job.
Yeah, and they do a good job. I mean, I'm about done. I honestly, I don't know how much more of that kind of thing I can consume, like these exposés on these players. I'm like, dude, we are a 0-win team. I just can't, but
one Jets drive.
Wait, you don't watch all of the runway? Come on.
Oh,
dude, do you watch any in-house content that they have, like the behind the scenes, like, the in-house stuff? Like, like you would think the Jets are literally the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, it's hysterical.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's the truth. Right. I mean, I would be real nice. I mean, they're on their end, they're ready. They're ready for our Super Bowl run. Look at this fucking camera.
This is a nice ceiling you have there.
Like the ceiling? Like that?
Hey, I got a tech guy on the line that I think could help us. You ready for this?
Yeah, tell him to help me out.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on the great Matt O'Leary. Hello, Matt.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Matt? I thought the tech guy was beast, and I got so sad, but I said we needed Matt in this 4-box, and now he's here. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Is that live, or was that the booger eating incident?
No, that's live. Beast is on hold. We'll get to him. We'll get to him when it's right.
Someone bought him a Jets shirt. That's cool.
Actually, hold on. Beast, show off your shirt. The back of it. What does it say?
Freedom in we.
All right,
ladies.
turn your fake background off first. Turn your fake background off first.
Yeah, well done.
That's
We can't
real
see.
deal right there.
We can't see. Your fake background is covering it. It's too blurry. Turn it off.
Really? Well, give
Turn
me a
off
second.
the fake background.
That
All right,
is
I'll
not
come back to you. Jesus. God. I'll come back
That was
to you.
good.
Beast.
That was good, Beast.
It says Gabagool on the back. But
Gabagool.
I don't know if we'll be able to get that. Matt, I'll ask you the same question I just asked DT, and it's what you and I spoke about this morning. What is the path for the Jets to actually win outright tonight, besides divine intervention?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to do something they haven't done all year, or intercept a pass against Drake May. That would be a good start. Steal a couple possessions, a possession or two, and just run the crap out of Breece Hall. I think I'm assuming Justin Fields is starting, even though we haven't gotten an official answer. And I don't think they're going to air it out without Garrett Wilson anyway. So a lot of Breece Hall and maybe create a turnover or two and you'll have a shot.
Yeah, it's tough.
I like it.
It's tough.
I'll tell you what, maybe look, the screen, it took Hackett till after the bye in 2023 to realize, wait a minute, Breece Hall, I think he might be able to be an asset in the passing game. This is interesting. So I have a new weapon. Maybe, just maybe, we saw last week that a screen or two could also be advantageous. Maybe this guy in space knows how to make a little 3-yarder into a 42-yard touchdown or two. Maybe we can do that a little bit too today. Don't make it too difficult for Justin Fields. Just little tiny screeny poos all over the place. Right, left, little right, little left. Give it to Breece and Isaiah Davis. Let them do the work.
Yep, it was. I remember that 51-yard run after the catch against the Giants, and then Hackett finally woke up, and it's like, dude, is it really taking this many coaches to figure out that Breece has really good freaking hands? Like, we all saw the touchdown catch against the Titans. We all heard AG in the offseason saying no safety or linebacker can, run with you. It's like, okay, when you have those opportunities, just throw him the damn ball. And you saw what happened. Obviously, Fields was getting, 0 blitzed, and he got the ball out to Breece behind the line of scrimmage, but then he takes it to the house. It's like, it's a novel concept that I feel like the Jets just need to turn over every rock to figure out. And it's like, it should be the first rock you turn over is Breece Hall needs the ball more.
Brutal. Brutal. Dan says just dump the ball off the Breece till 5 comes back. If 5 even comes back. I want to get Matt's thoughts on the Garrett Wilson injury. Hennessy says, did Glenn name the starting QB, or do we find out at 8 p.m. tonight? Also, nice to see Aaron Glenn hates Dick Chimney as much as us. Wonder why. I'll tell you what, everything Rich said was right. Guess who got placed on injured reserve today, people? Garrett Wilson, meaning he's out at least 4 games, including this one tonight. So, Matt, now that Coach Cimini told us what the deal is, your thoughts on Garrett Wilson's future the rest of the way? Would you even bring him back when he's eligible to come off IR?
No, I think I bubble wrap him until 2026. There's no reason to bring him back for the last handful of games in what's already a lost season and risk injury even worse. I'm assuming what happened against Cleveland, right? Because we knew it was the knee from the Denver game, and then a few weeks later he comes back, and unfortunately seems like it got worse. And yeah, there you go. Ian Rappaport says it himself because of aggravation to a previous injury. So don't risk it.
I'm with you. It's a bummer.
He's got 400 yards. So if he comes back in the Jaguars game, how many games are left at that point?
Ooh, let's do some math here. Let me pull up the Dylan Tereman
approved
schedule graphic.
Hey, look at that graphic.
The only concern I have is that could he keep the streak alive? You know what I mean? That's it. Not the most
4 games to get 600 yards, so you need 150 yards a game. I don't think so when our quarterback is averaging about 12 yards a game.
Yeah. It all has to go to Garrett, number one. We got to start there. Every yard has to go to him.
But isn't that kind of a problem, though, with Justin Fields? Whenever Garrett is like the primary read 85% of the time, things go wrong with Justin Fields. Like, I don't understand. Like, the chemistry is not there from Ohio State. Anytime he's prioritizing Garrett Wilson, he either holds on to him way too long or he gets off of him way too quick. And I'm like, Garrett is going to get open within 5 to 8 yards of the line of scrimmage. Just because he doesn't win in the first 2 yards doesn't mean you look off of him. But sometimes Garrett's winning and Fields is just looking at him the whole time and not throwing the ball. It's like there's a huge disconnect right now when Garrett's on the field. And it might not be his fault, but it just looks weird. Like 502 yards without Garrett, it just something's not connecting.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Gator wants to know, bet on 1. Jets win tonight. Charles Gorman gets a job in 2025. Bobby gets a job in 2025. Dick Chimney becomes the Jets social media manager. I probably would take the Jets at this point.
I'm taking Rich.
Really?
Yeah, that's the most likely.
I don't know. I got some faith in Gorman. I think Gorman could get employed by the end of the year.
It's been a struggle.
That's the longest odds Matt.
Sorry, but
longest odds. Yeah. Oh yeah. Bobby goes on interviews. Bobby has taken at least 7 interviews in the last 2 or 3 months. I don't know if Gorman's taken 1 interview.
Tough to argue with that. Real quick, Beast, show Green Bean the back of your shirt.
There it is.
Yeah.
I love that. That's good
Let's
stuff.
go.
Tonight is, you know what tonight is, girls? It's showtime!
Spitting all over the camera.
And tonight we're making meatball subs. You know what that means? Yeah, it's called How You Doing. And we're using real mozzarella. And remember, if the mozzarella is not fresh, send it back. Capiche?
Hey, Beast,
Capiche?
give us a jet chant. Let's go. Fire up the crowd.
Okay. Everybody on your feet.
Thank God.
Let's.
This is a very effective jet chant here, folks.
This is good.
I
I
love
love
this.
this.
Their
This
feet.
is fantastic.
We'll
Look at
get to the S by kickoff.
This is the fucking best thing I've ever seen.
There he goes.
All right.
Oh.
All right, he's gone. We lost him. I think his jet chant was so powerful it knocked off his manly man's internet that he has in the attic there.
Better than Allen's jet chant.
No one is a faker fan than that man. There is no
I've
doubt.
never heard a slowed down Jets chant like that before. I've been here 43 friggin' years, and that's a first. That was amazing.
I'll tell you what, Green Bean. I got a guy on the line. He only has 1 speed. He will give you the jet chant that you covered.
If Mad Max ain't yapping about jets, that boy, he's jamming. He's slamming, freaking dancing, wall smashing. I'm Jake Asman. If Mad Max ain't ever stopped yapping, that boy, he still be dancing. Then call Jake Asman. He got an orange wall.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah. Let it rip, man.
Matt, Green Bean, and Dylan. Great Jets won on Sunday. You know, I was actually at the Jets game. I don't know if you ever knew about it, Dylan and Green Bean and Matt. I was actually at this game. So our defense played good. Offense was horrible. The only reason it was tied 17-17 is because of our special teams. They play good. And then for the Patriots game, we're probably going to lose to the Patriots, but we got to be competitive. Honestly, Jake, it's hard to be competitive against the Pats. Like, honestly, because like their defense is sus a little bit in the second half of the game.
Give me a jet chant, Mad Max.
J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets.
Louder. Let's go.
J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. What do you guys' opinion on me doing a backflip through this orange wall?
Well done, Mad Max. Well done.
One of a
That's
kind.
exactly what we needed. We need that type of energy. Got some more super chats here. And if you're watching live, you just tuned in late. We got quite the raffle prize at the end of the show. We gave away a Revis signed helmet on the first show. How about a signed Jermaine Johnson jersey on this one? Because God, do we need him to have a big game tonight for the Jets to have a chance. This one is from Anthony, who says, I would love to see the Jets start Tyrod and have some packages for Fields. Why not use both of them? Activate Cook if you're worried about injury. That actually would be unique and creative if they did something like that. I really think, Matt, you tell me, if they started Tyrod tonight, Glenn talks about competitive advantage. That to me would be at least something for a competitive advantage. I think New England thinks they're getting Fields tonight.
I agree with you. I think, all signs would point to Justin Fields. They've won 2 in a row. I know he didn't play well in their most recent game, but I don't think anyone would be expecting Tyrod to start. So you're right. I think that would be a competitive advantage after all this for him to come out and be starting Tyrod Taylor. I guess we'll find out in a couple hours, but that'd be a big surprise to me.
Green Bean or DT, are you open to the idea of a little Fields Wildcat package, but Tyrod starts?
Go ahead, Dylan.
Pittsburgh did it. There were so many 3rd and 7s and shorter where Justin Fields came onto the field and immediately took the ball and just ran to the edge, and he got the first down more often than not. So my only issue is he afraid to take a hit right now? Ever since that leg contusion in Miami that he talked about, he's not running through between the tackles, and I don't like that because I've always been an advocate of Justin Fields being the second most dangerous runner, because he can run away from you like we saw in Miami, but he can also run through you. Like Jalen Hurts doesn't have his speed and Lamar Jackson doesn't have his strength. but he's not using it. So it makes me worried. But yeah, you got to try anything you can at this point. Pittsburgh did it. I don't remember how many games he came into, but they spelled him a couple times, and they would take Russell off the field and they would put him on for like 3rd and 7, and he just run QB, power, QB counter, whatever to the side, QB sweep, and he would just get the first down. So yeah, I would do it. And it does give you a competitive advantage with, everybody thinking that it's going to be Fields on a short week after he just led them to a victory, even though they won in spite of him. So yeah, I think AG would pull that card at the right time on a short week and catch a really hot team off guard.
I think you should have both of them on the field at the same time, and
Yes.
you never know who it's getting snapped to. What do you think?
Yes. Why
You
not?
never know.
Yep, I like it.
And that's what AG was talking about the whole time. See, we're all so presumptuous. We think he's just being snarky. What's really going on? He's I'm fucking starting both of them. That's the problem. They're both going to be on the field. I don't know who's going to get each play. So at one play, they snap to Fields and he runs. Other play, snap to Tyrod. He throws it to Fields and he runs. I don't know. Maybe we do something like that.
Dude, nothing would scare the Patriots more, in my opinion, than Tyrod Taylor behind the center, Fields to his right, and Brees to his left. There are 3 people there that can get the ball and be dangerous with it to a degree. Now you put the onus on like those second level defenders, those edge defenders to contain. Like everybody's responsibility on defense changes if you try to show that look. Now, is it realistic? And now we're probably just playing Madden like JJ was earlier, but it's things that we have to do as a 2-7 team to try to upset one of the hottest teams in the sport.
That's right. I like that. The only problem then is that John Simpson's not going to hold his block, and it's all for nothing. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's something will go wrong.
One butthole on the offensive line just runs right through, and the whole thing's for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Greenbeard, I got a Kenny Yeboah update for you from David D6D6. He's a longtime listener to the show. Regarding Yeboah, he was put on IR with a knee injury in the preseason at Atlanta. He was released from IR this week with an injury settlement. So Kenny Yeboah needs a new home.
There you go. Bring him back. Sounds like he's perfect. Throw IR tight ends. That's my specialty. Let's do it.
Man,
we need
Could they
NYJ
use
Matt
tight
to
end
make
tonight?
the homecoming video.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can they use the tight ends tonight, by the way? Why? Where's Stone Smart? He's catching touchdowns in the preseason, and then we never see him. He's a giant slot. Use some 13 personnel. Put 3 tight ends out there, and let's do something different. Everything I thought this offense was going to be, it's been the total opposite. Like, not that I thought they'd be an elite offense, but I thought the plan was they were going to have a creative way to use Fields' legs and design an offense that, off his running ability, would set up opportunities downfield to pass. They don't do anything. They finally threw a screen to Brees that we've been screaming about since the preseason.
Yeah.
Dude, it really is like, just like you said, it seems like they're afraid of him. I think Dylan's on to something, man, because the concussions
On something or on to something,
it was interesting last week. A little of both. Look, when you're on something, you get some really good ideas, and then you're on to something. I think that's what's going on here. It all starts with being on something. But yeah, I mean, last week we finally got a flag for Fields getting hit as he slid, right? There's been a few times that Justin Fields, I don't think he trusts that, if he does run, that he's not going to take that hit. We saw him get hit out of bounds, his head smashed on the field the week after he came back from the concussion protocol. So I don't know. I think there's something to that. Maybe they know that he's just not as willing to take those chances and those risks of running like he used to. And that would really be detrimental, because that's, at least 50% of his game, if not more.
Yeah. Jake and I talked about it a couple weeks ago. I was like, that is the easiest excuse for the coaching staff to say, hey, you know what? Fields doesn't have his bread and butter, so we're going to pull him for Tyrod Taylor. And that would be the easiest go-to to just pull Fields out of the game. And the fact that they're not doing it, and they probably know that Fields can't do those things, makes me really nervous. And to your point about the tight ends, Jake, I don't know if any of you guys watched Greg Olson breaking down offenses in today's NFL, and how not the Lions, Stafford's team, the Rams, they run 13 personnel and pass out of it. They run 11 personnel and they run out of it. They are disguising their offensive personnel looks so well that defenses have to match their 13 personnel. And a lot of times defenses match based on personnel. Greg Olson was advocating for defenses to match based on down and distance tendencies. So, theoretically, if a team comes out in 13 personnel, you're going to match it with more linebackers. But he was saying if a team is going to come out in 13 personnel on 1st and 10 and pass it, just match it with nickel and play based on tendency, not personnel. So the Jets have all these tight ends. Like, can't you pass out of these concepts too and do what Greg Olson's talking about? I understand their 11 personnel is garbage right now. Obviously, AD is going to hopefully make his debut. He was in the video, his jersey was in the video, so it made it seem like AD is going to play. But it's like AD, Mechie, and Smith. That's not an inspiring 11 personnel. Come out in 13 and just throw it anyway. You have a power slot in Stone Smart, who made a great block on the punt return, by the way. And then you have Jelani Woods, who's just collecting dust.
Is he alive?
Oh, yeah.
Unless he's injured.
What the hell happened there?
He's literally in the woods. He just can't get anywhere near this team. So it's just go heavy and throw out of it too.
He's Roger Saffold. Remember the big trade deadline acquisition? Joe Douglas signed him, and we never saw him again.
They're using Max Mitchell in the bigs more than they are with our tight ends. I will say this is an interesting point of fact. Last year, the Kenny Yeboah touchdown, 13 personnel we threw out of it. So there is precedent here for the Jets. I love the idea of coming out with the bigs. I say it all the time. I've been saying it for years. I think if you come out with a tight end heavy package, dude, throw out of that all day long. You got to have tight ends. That's why you got to have tight ends that can catch. And when the ball's in their hand, they look around at 195-pound defensive backs and they laugh. Bring friends, you little man. That's the kind of guy I want. Throw to those guys all day long, short, high percentage passes, and let the tight ends fall forward for fucking 6 yards a clip. Do that all day long, own the time of possession game, and have the defense in the third quarter wondering why it is that this game is taking so long, and they're huffing and puffing on their heels all day. That's how to beat a Mike Vrabel team.
Hell yeah. GB, plug the stream again, so people can watch, hopefully, a stunning Jet victory all together with you.
Yeah, let's do it. So Green Bean Jets fan on YouTube, the whole Thursday Thick of It crew will be back. Frankie from Flatbush, Dom C, Gunny, and maybe even Watu will be coming, doing some trivia. Matt O'Leary likes to hang out at halftime with us. So it's going to be a hootenanny, man. And we're going to have a good time watching the big trap game upset. You heard it here first, baby. I am 100% convinced Jets win tonight. Come and hang and have some fun.
Yeah, I'm sold. Green Bean, you're the man. Matt O'Leary, you're getting married soon. Cannot wait to be hobnobbing with you and Green Bean in 10 days, man. I can't wait. Let's go.
10 days. It's coming up quick. I can't wait. It's going to be a blast, guys.
It's going to be the best time ever, dude. I'm so psyched.
I have epic FOMO.
Gentlemen, thank you both for popping on this little pregame stream here. Let's hope it's not miserable tonight.
All right, see you guys later.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt O'Leary and the great Green Bean Jets fan with us there. Darth Crypto, did you mean to put a comment with this 24-month free Asmaniac Super Chat? If so, write it in and I'll get to it. Reminder, we got the Raffle Tuesday, so make sure you enter if you want to win a signed CJ Mosley helmet, signed LaDainian Tomlinson jersey, signed Darrelle Revis helmet. Those are the top prizes in the Asmaniac Raffle. Let's keep the special guest on our pregame show rolling here. This guy's joining us live from Foxborough. He's in the press box ahead of the Jets and the Pats tonight. From JetsXFactor.com, it's Nick Faria. Nick, how we doing, my friend? Unmute your mic, and then we can get a real answer out of you.
There you go, amateur. You guys can hear me?
We hear you. What's up, Nick?
How's everything going?
What's the food in the press box? Let's start there.
It's delicious. We had some steak tips, some chicken, mac and cheese. They had some Boston cream pies. It was just perfect.
That sounds great.
Look at you.
Eating well.
How many plates
like
you
a
put
king.
down tonight?
I only one, man. Only one. I was staying with my parents the last couple of days just because the travel's easier and makes things a little bit easier where I get free food regardless.
Good for you. How bad is it going to be tonight, Nick? Or do you see a path for the Jets to have a chance tonight?
Oh, there's certainly a path. Absolutely. It just comes down to the basic premise of if this offensive line can get a push against this defensive line. Christian Ellis isn't going to play today for the Patriots. That's a significant injury. I do think that New England's front four is very talented. But if you don't have quality middle linebackers, you're able to exploit that in the running game. So that's certainly something to keep an eye on. But as we were walking in today, there was a monitor outside a particular office, and it showed kind of like 2 points of the game plan for the Patriots. And number one was stop the run. And it was just that simple, stop the run. And that's obvious. I mean, without Garrett Wilson, this passing offense, 3 of the last 4 games, they failed to throw for over 100 yards. It's inexcusable that that's the case. But when you don't have guys that can attack the edge, you don't have a quarterback that consistently win down the field, you're going to just have to stop the run in order to beat this Jets offense. And that may seem simple, but if this offensive line plays well, if Breece Hall has another solid game, there's certainly a path here for an upset.
Where's Rich Cimini at? I want to ask him more about these injuries. Garrett Wilson's been on. You asked Rich who is going to be active tonight and actually suit up. That was also on the injury report.
Yeah, no, nothing yet. I think he's out grabbing food right now.
Yeah, you tell him he did a great job. All right.
I was surprised by it. I still don't really fully understand the point of that. Maybe he was trying to joke around, but it never really made much sense.
All right, the quarterback situation. How short is the leash with Justin Fields tonight?
You got to think it's short, right? I mean, with how poorly he played in the last game against Cleveland, with how poorly he's played really for the last month, like I mentioned, 3 or 4 games, they failed to put up over 100 yards passing. You have to think the leash is going to be short, whether that's a half, whether that's, scoreless after 1 quarter. I don't really know. But if this offense looks anemic within the first half, I do think we could see Tyrod Taylor a lot sooner than many people expect.
I think Tyrod should start personally. I think Dylan and I agree with that.
I don't think they want to move. I'm not disagreeing with that. I just think 2 straight wins, you make a change at quarterback. It's a slippery slope to have for a team that's just trying to find any momentum right now.
Other news, your thoughts on the Woody Johnson story today, that he was the owner who was encouraging the NFL owners to file a grievance against the PA to stop the annual report cards that he got an F on last year.
Yeah, I don't think it's a really good look to begin with. I don't want to get too into it, but it's just not a good look. The one thing that I'll say with that is there are many cases where owners around the league take those grades and they try to improve. A lot of owners have improved over time, and sometimes all that matters is just winning. The more you win, the more resources you're able to pull. There's more avenues for revenue that you're able to pull in. All those things have to be included. But if you're a guy that had the lowest grade the year prior and said, I'm not worried about these grades, but then 3 months later you're trying to get rid of it, not exactly the best look. He's not the only one that wants to push it away, but it's still not a good look that he's on top of that.
Yeah, it's not a good look at all. DT, you got any game plan specific questions for Nick?
I do. Nick, I was wondering, do you think that the defensive line in particular, Will McDonald, JJ, can they repeat their performance against Will Campbell and Morgan Moses? Did you like how Steve Wilks kind of changed the alignment of their defensive tackles playing on the edge, and then they had their smaller guys in the A and B gap? Do you think that's something, even on a short week, they can carry that game plan over into this game?
Certainly, and mostly because you have to look at the opponent. Cleveland Browns offensive line obviously isn't very good. And, for as much as New England is playing well, running the football, and Drake May has looked great, the pass blocking has been inconsistent at times this season. So I think there's a path here for this defensive line to sort of dominate the line of scrimmage. And, you pull out an upset like this against a team who's so much better in so many key areas. The only way you can really do it is if you dominate offensive and defensive lines. And the Jets have the tools to be able to do both. It's obviously a big question on what happens at the quarterback position, but if you're able to run the football 5-6 yards a carry today, and you're holding Drake May and making him hold the football because the secondary is playing well and they're pretty much playing with cohesion with the defensive line, there is a path here to make things a little difficult for this Patriots offense. And I do think, I said before, I said it on Paul's show on Monday, or I think on Tuesday, and I said there's a path here potentially to pulling off a massive upset on the road like this. And it's not just because, it's the Patriots, it's this, it's that, you try to find any momentum, but the Patriots do a lot of things really well. But the front seven, I think, is a spot where the Jets can look and say, we can win that matchup. And if you win that matchup, you have a good chance of pulling out an upset like this.
Yeah. I certainly agree. Their defensive line, like you said, is pretty good. Chase on 6.5 sacks. Barmore is decent. They obviously paid big money for Milton Williams. But yeah, when you don't have Christian Ellis, like, can Bobby Spillane keep up with Breece Hall? I don't think so.
That's not,
like, or
that's
Isaiah
not
Davis. Yeah.
Well, I look at Mason Taylor too. I think this could be a big day for Taylor specifically. But
Great
again,
point.
it comes back to Justin Fields. Is he going to look shell shocked when he's in the pocket? And that's the big question that needs to be asked. Now, the last time he played New England here in Foxborough, he was with Chicago. He actually had a good performance, and part of it was because he was using his legs more. I'd like to see that today, get him a little more comfortable using his legs, get him acclimated to the field instead of just having him be a statue in the pocket. But that's also a decision that Fields has to make. He has to be more aggressive in allowing himself to make some plays. So it'll be interesting to see the kind of cat and mouse game that is played. Vrabel obviously does a great job with his defensive schemes, but the injury to Ellis, I look and circle and say, okay, yeah, sure. Spillane against Breece Hall is something that I would look at and say, okay, that's a mismatch, but also Mason Taylor as well. I think this could be a big game for him.
You mentioned Taylor. We won't do the full list of over-unders because we don't have enough time with you in the press box there. But Mason Taylor at FanDuel, his over-unders at 31.5. Would you go over on that number?
Yeah. Oh, I'd go over. I think that's a safe bet.
Is that your favorite bet of any prop tonight?
What's Breece Hall's rushing total?
Breece Hall's over-under is at 58.5 rushing yards.
That is low, man. Oof, because I was going to go under. I would think like they would the tally was going to be somewhere around the 60s, 70s. I do think New England is going to sell out to stop the run today. I think I may still hit the under for Breece Hall rushing yards as well because they're going to do everything they can.
How about rushing attempts? Breece Hall over under 15.5.
I'd still take the over. I think they're going to try to feed him, especially after a game like he had on Sunday against Cleveland. I think they know without Garrett Wilson, they are severely devoid of star talent offensively at the skill position. They're going to feed him and they're going to run him as much as they possibly can.
Sticking with Breece Hall real quick. I saw the video of him and I believe it was Tyler Barron dancing in the locker room, and a lot of speculation about Breece being way too happy and potentially a bag coming to Breece Hall. Have you heard any word about this team moving the needle on any type of deal with Breece?
I think if any conversation like that happens in the off season, first and foremost, it's not going to happen now. But I do think we are getting closer and closer to them recognizing we can't let good players hit the open market. We just can't. Quincy Williams, I think, is an interesting outlier, I would say, because he's getting up there in age, because he's going to be 30 and everything like that. But Breece Hall, 24, 25 years old. You don't let players hit the open market, whether that means there's a franchise tag coming, whether that means there's a long-term deal coming. The question is, what is he going to want? Is he going to want a contract that James Cook got, or is he going to want a contract, kind of closer to around the 9-10 million per year market? That's the big question. So if he's asking for that, I think a franchise tag is likely. But the way he's played this year, it's very hard for me to say that they're just going to let him walk in free agency. I think the franchise tag is certainly on the table.
Nick, enjoy the game tonight. Give us a score prediction on the way out.
Oh, man, I do think there's a chance that the Jets pull out an upset. And if they were to pull out an upset, it's got to be ugly, like 17-13. But I can't bet against what the Patriots are doing right now. Gun to my head, I think New England wins 24-13.
24-13, but that is a cover by the New York Jets. So
now they will certainly cover. I think they'll certainly cover.
All right. So Nick likes the Jets to cover. All right. That's not a bloodbath. At least it doesn't sound like it the way you described it.
No, there's too many injuries for New England. There's too many injuries, and also a 7-game winning streak like they're on. There's going to be a dud in that match, in that run eventually. And I think that could happen today. The Jets are starting to get some mojo. They're starting to learn how to win. If they learn how to win this game here tonight, that could be a huge, huge boost for the Aaron Glenn era.
Nick, enjoy the game, and hopefully Aaron Glenn doesn't yell at you in the postgame.
Hopefully. We'll see what happens. Thanks so much, guys.
Nick Faria with us from JetX. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick, this is for you.
If we can just complete a pass, it would look good. You got to complete some passes. You got to convince them that you can do something. Otherwise, it's hard to have a game that you could win.
These shirts are back in stock at jakeasman.com in honor of Woody Johnson.
I love how Nick is very, honest about his analysis, but he always gives you that little breadcrumb of like, there's always that hope of optimism with Nick. And I absolutely love it about him because it leaves you like it's a Jet fan in a nutshell. And I know he's an Eagles fan, but like the way Nick talks about the team when I hear him on podcasts is the way that I feel as a Jets fan. It's like, yes, I don't think they're going to win. I think they probably do slightly cover, but there is a path. Like Nick sees the path, and hopefully his clairvoyance is good enough to make it come true for the Jets tonight.
There is a path. We're going to get to your calls coming up shortly. We're also going to be joined by Ariel Nash for a little bites and breakdown. But first, let's talk about today's sponsor, Manta Sleep Mask.
As maniacs, let me tell you about something that has been an absolute game changer for sleep. If you're someone who struggles with noise, light, or just shutting your mind off at night, you need to check out the Manta Sleep Sound Mask. This thing is basically blackout sleep heaven with comfort speakers that are built right into it. Here's what makes it special. First, it has Bluetooth headphones built in, but the speakers, they are ultra thin, so you can listen to music, white noise, a meditation, a show. You could do it without painful earbuds or bulky headphones. Second, it's true blackout. No street light, no morning sun, no distractions, and the fit is completely adjustable. It's super soft, so it stays in place all night long. Does not put any pressure on your eyes, your ears. And what I love the most about it is that it solves all your problems all in one. You get darkness, you get audio, you get comfort, you get the perfect setup. So no more juggling earbuds, a mask, a machine. It's perfect for side sleepers, travelers, light sleepers, or anyone who just wants a deeper, better sleep. And here's what you do. You go to mantasleep.com, check out the Manta Sound Mask along with their full lineup of sleep products, and make sure you use my promo code Asman, my last name. Use that at checkout and unlock 10% off your purchase. That's promo code Asman for 10% off. Get some real sleep. You will thank me later. Shout out to the Manta Sleep Mask for helping me sleep better after depressing New York Jet losses. Shout out to Manta for supporting the Jake Asman Show. But not tonight. We're winning tonight, baby.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm so with it.
Great tonight. All right. I'm ready. I'm gonna sleep like a baby after a Jet victory.
Have you tried it yet? I know you like that.
Oh yeah, I've been using it the last week.
Okay, I can't sleep with something over my face. It's a very hard concept, but I mean, I'm all for trying to acquire better sleep because I sleep like dog shit, dude.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tonight you're gonna sleep like a baby after a sweet Jet victory.
Yeah, after I do my post-game wrap-up show for my channel and Believe, and then I have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning for work tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be a lovely Friday, and I'm working in a Patriots home, so like the Jets really need to win for me tonight.
That's tough. By the way, people, Beningo should be our guest tomorrow morning, win or lose. So we'll have him on, and I'm filling in for Michael K locally on the radio tomorrow on ESPN New York. So we'll talk plenty of Jets from 1 to 3, and then we'll be back with a afternoon show in all likelihood as well. So keep that in mind. Sean says Jake is such a capitalist. Well, yes, if I'm going to talk about the Jets for 365 days a year, I kind of need sponsors and support from the audience to be able to do it, Sean. So if that makes me a capitalist, and you're damn right I am. To quote Bobby Midnight, I'm not a capitalist, though. I'm a capel fish. So get it right. All right? Get it right. Anyway, super chat here from Kevin, who's in our raffle for 2. Jake, you're a legend. Hell of a lineup of co-hosts and guests. Hoping for a win tonight. Let's go, Jets. Kevin, thanks for the kind words, man. Let's go. Let's get to more calls, shall we? We got a lot of you on the line, so please make your points succinct because we all got a game to watch tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, first up is Peg and Artie. What's up, Artie?
Hey, Jake. DT, what's happening?
Our guy, what's up?
Hey, I have a good feeling about tonight, I got to tell you.
Really?
Things are happening with this team that don't ever happen. Touchdown returns for a score, followed by a kickoff return for a score. No leaks. I mean, here it is game time. We have no idea who the fucking quarterback is. This is crazy.
Who do you think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be Justin Fields with a short leash. That's what I think.
Ooh,
but I do love your idea about the Wildcat with Tyrod up there. I think that was a brilliant idea. I don't understand. This guy was on the floor of his closet crying. And then he comes out and plays the game of his career. You don't know what you're getting tonight. You know what I mean? He might end up playing good tonight and just drive us all nuts because that's just the way it seems to be going.
Yeah. That's absolutely true. Just when we think we're out on Justin Fields, he ropes us right back in with a 502 yards of offensive game against the Bengals, which the Bengals are bad, I know, but we can't minimize every single win or positive thing that the team does. So it really does depend. I'm with you. I'll put a leash on Fields. Hopefully it's, quarter and a half, halftime at the very worst. Like if you don't go to Tyrod and Fields has like 13 yards at halftime, that's not a good look. And like in a game where you feel like you could probably upset, like, I guess, yeah, maybe we're a little delusional as fans, but like, I don't think the Jets are thinking about this game as like, all right, how do we manage to keep it within 2 scores and not look terrible? They think they're going to win. So for Aaron Glenn to not pull that ripcord if needed is going to be tough.
Yeah, their defense playing a lot better. Their special teams is absolutely awesome. The problem is the same old problem we've had for like the last 8 years if we only had a quarterback. And, so who knows what we're going to get tonight. I'm hoping for the best. I'm not going to be looking for a moral victory and covering the spread and shit. I either want to win or whatever, I mean, it's all about the draft next year anyway. I mean, realistic, unless they somehow turn it around miraculously and start winning games where we're like in the lurking department, you know what I mean? Then it's another story. Hey, do we know who this Irving guy is or what his mother looks like? Do we ever find out?
Who?
Irving? The one he was mentioned yesterday on the show.
Irving?
Kyle Clifton.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, all right. Never mind then. Kyle Clifton mentioned somebody sleeping with his mother. I was wondering if we ever even knew who the mother was.
Kyle Clifton, is this true? I have no idea what's happening here.
I have no idea what's going on here.
What are you talking about, Artie?
Artie's fabricating
I'm going to go back and find it. I think if you go back, you'll find it. I think Kyle knows what I'm talking about.
I honestly do not.
All right. Anyway, let's have a good game tonight, guys.
Thanks, Artie. Ladies and gentlemen, our next caller, you have to guess where he's calling from. You might have just got the answer, but if you're blind, well, guess what? You're shit out of luck.
Now I'm just racking my brain trying to figure out what I may have said, if anything.
The chat is saying Irving Fryer.
Oh, Irving Fryer. Okay. Irving,
so Artie was onto something?
Yeah, Irving. I said in the chat that Irving Fryer showers with his mother.
Oh, shit.
Long time, great. Patriot receiving great.
Somehow that turned into Irvin slept with your mother, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. So I think that, Brees, what Nick was saying about, it has to be done in the offseason. Really what that means at this point is the franchise tag, right? And you save the non-exclusive for the quarterbacks where you can really get something back. They're going to have him next year, I think, on the tag. They can see if they can find, a price point with him. But, with a guy with his, kind of mixed history with injuries and stuff and performance, I think he's going to want to test the market and see what's out there. I think he's seen too much here. Ultimately, I think he's going to go after 2026. But for him to kind of maximize his value, I think it behooves the Jets to kind of see if they can bring both Simpson and AVT back, because the money is there, and there is no there are no real players out there to go spend this on that we think are going to hit the market. Like, I think Linderbaum is a pipe dream, right? Like if he would ever hit the market, I mean, that solves a problem. If you were able to sign him, you'd move Tippmann to guard, where he's been terrific. But, they're not really in the business, the Ravens, of letting good players go. I don't see Brees sign long-term beyond the tag. That's kind of where I sit. I would love it if they could find it. if they can find the price point, but I just don't see it happening.
Well, you can't lose him for nothing though. So I rather him on the tag for a year with a rookie quarterback than lose him for nothing and get a 6th-round comp pick in 27. Then they should have traded him. So you've now made the decision. You either tag him or sign him. You cannot let him go for nothing.
I agree 100%. I thought he would have gone when they offered the 4th-round pick at the deadline because, you know, I feel like he's got one foot out the door, and maybe that's just me.
I think he wants to win, and he was happy that they won this past game with him having a great game. Like I think Brees gets frustrated when they lose.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And Steve Grogan also showers with his mother. Thanks, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a call. Kyle Clifton.
Accusation Clifton.
Things are a lot of accusations on the internet today, too. I won't touch it completely, but
nope.
Anyway,
the internet is forever, Jake.
You're not wrong. More of your calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say hello to the Chuck Wagon. Hello, Chuck.
Hey, quick question. When a person goes on IR, is it 4 games they miss or 4 weeks?
Games, not weeks. Games.
So even if there's a bye week, that doesn't count, and they still have to miss
Correct.
the 4th game.
4
Okay.
games. Yes. Yep.
Okay. Thank you. That was my question. I didn't know if it was weeks or games. Thank you.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. Short and sweet. Love that call. Well done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining us live from Foxborough is Lou B. Lou.
We're here. We brought Nick Mango because you know that's going to change things, and I brought Boba Jet. We're not playing.
Oh, let's go.
We are not playing tonight. Will McDonald is going to kill this quarterback. That's all we need to do. Will McDonald, kill this quarterback. We'll see you guys later. We love you. We're almost outside the stadium. We're meeting up with the Boston Jets fan club right now in lot 20, and we're out. Love you, Jake.
Love it. Bring us a win, Lou. Boba Jet, Lou, love it. Oh, man. God bless Lou for still going.
Dude, he is the most, like, I don't know, man. His motor never stops. I follow Lou on Instagram, and I see his stories, man. That dude is in a club one night doing all this, bottle girls, and I know he doesn't drink specifically, but then he's got all this.
He runs the club.
I know he runs it. Yeah. This man will leave the club at like 5 a.m, hop on a flight, and all of a sudden he's at the Jets game like 6 hours later. Like, dude, Lou B lives the goddamn life.
Man, unreal. Nick Shine in the house. He says, win this game by any means necessary. Fly with the effing Jets. Hey, let's do it somehow. I will certainly take that. Nick's in our raffle for 2. Bino says, Jacob, I want the Oregon center Lapani Lolu in the 2nd and keep Tippmann at guard. I'm not even going to pretend like I even know if this guy's a real player or not. I've done zero draft prep on anyone besides like the quarterbacks we're discussing at nauseum in November and some of the receivers and edge rushers that also are projected top 10 guys. That's about it.
Yeah. For anybody that tuned in to me and BJF doing our 2-round mock draft, spending all of Darren Muji's premium draft capital, it took us like 20 minutes to pick with the Dallas pick. We didn't do trades, and like after like 35, 40, maybe like 50 top prospects, I really start like getting lost. And like, I've been studying the quarterbacks heavy. I have 9 quarterbacks broken down on my channel. So any non-quarterback position, I don't want to speak about, like, because I don't have enough, exposure to that player. I know this is a real person though. And maybe in the 2nd, I think that's kind of the range that he's been talked about. But again, I don't know for sure, but Oregon is a good program to take from.
Not wrong. Maybe their quarterback, Dante Moore, too, if he comes out. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields, moments ago, warming up. Does this look like a starting quarterback tonight to you, DT?
In terms of, does he look like a starting quarterback, or does he just look like the starting quarterback? I mean, I like the fact that he's gone back to the 2 gloves. I noticed he did it last week when it was raining. And it definitely helps him for some reason. Like, he works better with gloves on his hands. I think he's the starter. And I mean, do we have a video of Tyrod Taylor throwing? So
I do not.
So for now, I guess we can assume it's going to be Justin, but I feel like that's the worst kept secret in New York.
That jacket is sweet, I will say.
Dude, the merch that the players and coaches get that the public doesn't, like the Tanner Engstrand hat, and Rodgers wore the same hat. It's got this logo like off to the side, and it says New York Jets. Dude, coolest freaking hat. I'd pay triple the price for just one of those hats, and they're not available anywhere.
Craig in Australia gifting 5 memberships. What time is the game going to start in Australia, Craig? Is prime time better for you? Our guy Craig is in the raffle. Reminder, folks, pretty sick giveaway, if I do say so myself. A signed jersey by Jermaine Johnson. All right, more of your calls. Quickly, let's get this guy in here because it looks like he's eating a sandwich, and I need the full review. Go ahead, Beast.
The meatball parm sub tonight is going to show us tonight the Patriots will die on this battlefield. It's their home first, but we don't care. We're going to let them die either way by this. And remember, folks, if the mozzarella doesn't bleed real milk, send it back, a beach.
Let's go, Jets! Let's go, Jets! Let's go, Jets! Let's go, Jets!
Bang! By the way, it's 11:45 a.m. in Australia.
That's crazy.
That's convenient.
You think for an appetizer, Beast had some boogers before the sandwich?
I don't know. Maybe if he was feeling it. You want to ask him? Beast.
You want to get knocked in the chops, sonny boy? I take that back. Just watch your P's and Q's, or you're gonna get whacked, crack.
Beast, if there was ever a chance that you would be within 50 miles of my location, I would come and welcome you to smack me.
Yeah, the old say, hey, just remember, if you have this sandwich, remember, don't get whacked.
All right, speaking of food, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on our food expert who reviews food items and provides analysis on the Jets.
Olive oil sports, she's the queen of the line. Football and flavor, she's cooking up hot. You love the Jets, you'll love her too. She's got a touchdown recipe just for you.
Ariel joins us for the Bites and Breakdown segment that she does on her highly successful YouTube channel and Instagram account. Ariel, 2 straight wins for the Jets. How we feeling?
I'm feeling great. We haven't lost a game in 3 weeks. It's amazing. It's all I've been
The
talking
bye
about.
mixed in. Yeah, the vibes are high. We love it.
Yeah, I got this new sweatshirt. I'm very excited. I'm like, let's go Jets. Come on.
That's nice.
That's
Well, you're in
dope.
Arizona still, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm still in
Does
Arizona.
it get cold in Arizona? Do you need sweaters in
No,
Arizona?
I'm just wearing this for now, and then I have to take it off and put my Jets t-shirt on. But I had an Abercrombie gift card. I was like, I'm buying this, and I'm obsessed with it.
Love it. All right, so New England Patriots, Boston region, New England. What was the food that you broke down on the show this week?
So I got myself some New England clam chowder, the classic, except it is from Trader Joe's. And I mean, I'm from the East Coast. Like, this is not good clam chowder at all. And I filmed my video at 8 in the morning. So I literally have not eaten it, but I just got it for the vibes. And I was like, here you guys go. Now I'm going to talk about how we're going to beat the Patriots.
Screw Boston. You like lobster? What do they do? Lobster rolls in Boston. I know my friends who are from there love that.
Love lobster roll. Do you guys like the Maine version better? The cold one with the mayo, or Connecticut warm?
Guess what?
I don't eat any seafood.
I have a shellfish allergy, so I can't have any lobster. I like sushi. Like, I like salmon, tuna, yellowtail. I can't have anything, oysters, clams, crawfish, lobster, shrimp, none of it.
Not the breakdown for you. Dylan, you don't like any?
No, you had me hooked on the Texas Roadhouse
There
week
we
against
go.
Dallas.
Yeah.
But I'm totally off anything seafood. Like, the most I'll do is crab legs, but like, if the butter tub is not this big to dunk it in, like, I can't do it.
That's crazy. I mean,
I'm a terrible eater. Like, my football takes are way better than my food takes. Absolutely.
well, that's good. Yeah, everyone's insulted me. My like 300 followers on TikTok, everyone's like, this is a terrible take. I'm like, do you actually think I think that this Jets team is the best team in the NFL right now? I'm like, logically, do you think that? No, like, what are we doing? But I'm just,
You're picking them tonight, though. How are the Jets winning tonight, Ariel?
listen, no, oh my gosh. I mean, it's the best run defense in the league right now, but I got faith in Breece Hall, Justin Fields using the legs, getting a little creative. I mean, we got A.D. Mitchell, John Mechie here right now. Garrett Wilson's out. Can you make a play? Can you make a play that they think you're not going to make and show up? Welcome to the Jets. You know, like, there's not like a clear path. I don't think it's obviously like you got to will your way to win, but I think we're going to. I mean, as Jets fans, we hate the Patriots. I'm just hoping our players hate the Patriots as much as we do, and they can just bring the rivalry and take one home out of Foxborough. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm staking it. I think we're winning.
Godspeed. I love your optimism. I don't know how you do it.
I
mean,
it's crazy.
I'm like, I know football a little, but I mean, I'm just like, I love the Jets. Like, I'm not here to make political takes and be like, oh my gosh, but like, I'm like, I don't care. Like, go Jets. Let's go.
Wait, you're not breaking out the nerd stats for us, Ariel? Come on.
I can't break out the nerd stats like if you wanted me to, but then I can't predict the Jets winning in good faith. So if you just go by faith and heart, then you're like, all right, Jets win. We've seen, I mean, what do we think? We all keep saying on Sunday, what happened Sunday? The Bills got smacked by the Miami Dolphins. No one saw that coming. You would have broken out anything. Everyone was like, you guys are crazy. That would never happen. And boom, there it goes. So that would be my dream. I was at work today. All we talk about is the New York Jets. I'm like, people love to like talk trash, but they love talking about us. So I'm ready to go back to work and be like, hey guys, what's up? Send the airplane emojis. I'm ready.
Now, Ariel, you are getting some criticism though in the chat because you used to prepare your own food items, and as the Jets season spiraled, now you're just going to Trader Joe's and buying items. People are calling out your laziness.
Okay, well here's well, I'm not.
Oh, that struck a chord.
Okay, I did this with Tampa. I went and got myself an amazing fish sandwich. Found a chef, a local chef. So that was a lot. Then I went. What was after Tampa? Who was for? Was that Texas? No, right?
Tampa,
that was Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, then Miami. I went and bought food there. I've been getting a little broker is the situation. So I've had to resort to my Trader Joe's.
You didn't budget in all the meals over 18 weeks.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I didn't think that went through. So I'm like, you know what? The $5 clam chowder is going to have to do. If I was closer up east, I would have gotten better clam chowder. I do love it. I went to go to Red Lobster because they used to have Manhattan clam chowder, which I do love. And that's like, I was like, okay, here we go. New York, New England rivalry. They discontinued it. So it's not at Red Lobster anymore. So I was like, I can't help you guys. Sorry. So $5 is going to have to suffice.
I have a comment here from Beastbreaker. He wants to know if you want a meatball sub.
I actually ate a huge chicken cutlet sub just like moments ago at this amazing deli. It's like a very East Coast deli out here. And I know every single person's name that works there and they love me. So don't need the meatball sub. I'm covered with the chicken cutlet and the prosciutto.
Big fella, he's super chatted. Beast meatball sub greater than Trader Joe's chowder.
No, he pulled it out of a container. Like Beast pulled that thing out of like a leftover Chinese food container. Like that thing was already sitting in his fridge. He didn't just go downstairs and make that.
Oh, get the hell out of here. Mine was fresh. I bought the fresh French bread, toasted it, used a little garlic, a little bit of butter on the top, like a glove. And I learned this too. See, if you really want some good garlic butter, there's a place in Jersey that you go to. It's called Telesio's, baby. Learn that shit first, Dylan. Because, hey, you want to learn to be with the pros, hang with the pros. You can't get off the train and take another ticket. You tell me how crazy I am. I just took 4 chair headshots.
Have you thought about maybe a collab on your channel, Ariel, with Beastbreaker?
I mean, we could definitely do that. I'd make some meatball subs and talk to Beast.
Some gabagool?
Don't give Beast the call-in link.
It will be your highest viewed episode of your show ever.
Love it. Let's do it. I'm down.
We'll make it happen. All right, Ariel. Did you give a score prediction? I know you were picking the Jets. I just started laughing. I forgot if you even said a score.
No, I didn't say my score prediction. My score prediction is going to be 20-24. Jets take it.
Sign me up.
I feel like that's not unattainable. We can do this, guys. I'm excited.
From your lips to God's ears. Where can people find your show?
At Olive Oil Sport on YouTube and TikTok, and then at oliveoil.sport on Instagram.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, Ariel Nash joining us, giving us a little bites and breakdown. Yeah, let's keep it rolling with some of your calls here. Asman is next. What's up, Asman?
Yo, brother Jake. Hello, Dylan. What's up?
What's up, bro?
Everything good, everything good. Driving home right now, man. I'm always trying to catch a break at work to try to call in, but I cannot do that. And I want to go over through a couple of points that were in my mind. That it's been talked about in the program. Sorry that I get a little bit nervous whenever I call in. That's why I don't show my face much, but I'm here. I'm here holding.
You look great, Asman. Let it rip.
All right, thank you. Okay, number one, it's the whole Aaron Glenn situation with the media. I mean, I understand it. I just don't want. I don't care. It seems like he doesn't care either, because at the end of all, he's gonna be judged on one thing and one thing only: winning losses. We had maybe one of the nicest guy last time, and we all know how that went down the drain, pleading the fifth, text message exchange exposed. Like it is what it is. So he's keeping his distance. He does his thing, but we all know how that works out. Winning loses, that's ultimately what he's gonna be judged on. Number two, the trades. I know when Aaron Glenn came in, and I'm an observer. Right? I'm 38 years old. I know how work environments they work. And when somebody comes into an enterprise, they come with their own vision. The first thing that you do, you want to see who's going to buy in, who's going to buy in, who's going to catch your message, and whoever is not going to catch your message is going to be out the door. Whoever doesn't catch your grit is going to be out the door. Whoever doesn't catch your vision is going to be out the door. One thing that surprised me, and I do follow my Jets former players and all that. I watched that introductory press conference of Sus, and the way he described it, it was like he was not surprised. Like he described the call like he was not surprised. Like all he was asking God, it was that it was a good place for him. And it is like all these conversations with all these players were had back door, and whoever stayed wanted to be here, and that's what they show you last Sunday. Whoever decided to stay went out there and put on a freaking show. The compensation we had, great. 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years. A.D. Mitchell, I'm looking forward to what they're going to do with that guy. Mekchi, the defensive tackle. I want to say 2028, here we go. No, I'm kidding. But I'm with Joe B on this. I don't want to trade anybody. I don't want to trade for Joe Burrow, 3 first-round picks. All I want to say to the people thinking about that and, making that case with the whole Aaron Rodgers and the whole Brett Favre, if like you see their injury history and it's not what Joe Burrow's was. I want my own guy too. I'm even to the point that even in the next draft, the guy that I'm eyeing that I really like is Mendoza. Mendoza is carrying Indiana into the playoffs, and that's what we need. We need somebody who can come in here. You can see it. You can see how secure he is. Release time. One thing that I judge, and I want to transition to Justin Fields. Justin Fields, he cannot quarterback. He cannot throw with anticipation, and we kind of knew this, but now we're seeing it like unfolding with our own eyes. He's not getting it. Is it the system? I don't think so, because it's been it through his whole career. Like in order for you to quarterback, like I said, I'm an observer. You need to process. He's not processing. Like whenever you see Fields, and you can see that deep route that he was like with the safety, like a free safety in the middle. If you throw that ball to the right, Wilson already had the cornerback with a touch. Wilson already had that cornerback beat. He's going to get there before the safety.
In half his games, he's had under 60 yards passing. He's been completely unplayable. So, like, they're going to have to replace him. Good call, my friend. Drive safe. Like, he's not playable. Like, Dylan, we've seen this. Yeah. Like, I keep using the analogy. It's like the starting pitcher in baseball doesn't have it. Like, you got to go to the bullpen early. And that's why the leash tonight should be super short, especially if you're in this game, because the other areas of your team show up.
Yeah, 100%. But I think he was onto something with his first point about the players that weren't necessarily traded. I think the conversation between them and, coaching staff or front office was more about like, okay, if you're going to be here and we're not going to trade you, then like, let's start talking about the future of you being on this team rather than let's just be miserable for the last 10 weeks after the bye week and the trade deadline passes. So I thought he was onto something there, and hopefully there's only there's 12 people on this roster right now who are contractually under here through 2027. Like, there's not a large, portion of this roster that is not on like a 1-year deal, especially guys that, Muji and Glenn brought in specifically. So I think Asman was onto something where, like, the players that didn't get traded, like, now we're starting to talk about, okay, future plans and how can we extend you or tag you and work to keep you here longer term, like JJ and Brees.
Holy shit, look at that beard! He has a beard, he's the man. Ain't no Santa Claus. Papa Jet loves the Jets. He's one handsome son of a bitch. It's Papa Jet.
Hey guys, got me?
Oh, we have you.
We got Papa It.
No, not this week.
Good. We're on a 3-week winning streak. So
Yeah. Hey,
yeah.
I had some bad takes to make, but I'll save them for next week. I'll make this quick. As far as tonight's game, I'm saying 31-13 Patriots. I just hope for just be competitive. Just don't shit the bed,
Mm-hmm.
And oh, Jake, if you could see it, can you see it?
Oh yeah, there it is. The Darrelle Revis football. Hell yeah.
And you know what,
That's
Jake?
awesome.
When I won it, obviously I was happy, but I was like, I got to get Jake my email. And then the next show, you came on and said you shipped all 3 products out. And I was like, well, I didn't even send you my email. So, Jake, I'm very touched because I must be on your favorites list. I must have made it.
Papa Jet, you and I have corresponded over the years, and I had an email from you from, I guess, a different raffle prize you had won in the past, so I just sent it to the same place, and I'm glad you got it. I sent it out on Tuesday. It's already there, so it's 2 days. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good. But I'm going to stick with the favorites list, but I'll talk to you.
You are a favorite, Papa. You're the man.
I'll talk to you next week, DT.
Yes, sir, Pop.
Who's ready for a little Jets breaking news? Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time tonight, we will see A.D. Mitchell in a Jet uniform because he is officially active. A.Z. Thomas is not playing. We knew that. Khalil Herbert, Jamarcus Weston, Braden McGregor, and Jelani Woods, who still convinced is not actually on the team. He is inactive. For the game, we know Garrett Wilson was placed on IR, which is why you don't see his name listed here. So Jet debut for A.D. Mitchell. Also, Harrison Phillips was on the injury report, and so was Will McDonald, both active for the game tonight, DT.
Yeah, Harrison Phillips was seen in a walking boot earlier this week. So I am very happy that he is playing in this game. I'm a little confused, I guess, by Jamarcus Weston. I thought he had a really good block on the punt return. I mean, 8 out of the 10 blockers for Isaiah Williams had really good blocks, as Nania, I think, broke down on Twitter. But I thought Jamarcus Weston was going to be like their special teams guy, plus with, the whole Quincy pseudo benching for a quarter and a half, really a drive and a half. I mean, maybe that gives them more depth at linebacker, but I thought Weston should be up. Jelani's still in the woods. Braden McGregor, I mean, that just means Tyler Barron tonight, which is a little scary. And Khalil Herbert, I mean, they just don't need him with everybody and Kene healthy.
Kene Nwanu, yes. Daquan says, what's up, guys? Who you think scoring tonight? If I had to bet on one Jet, I mean, how do you not start with the guy warming up here on your screen, courtesy of SNY, Brees Hall? It's got to be another Brees game for them to win.
Yeah, that's who I'd bet my money on. But I did like Faria's point about Mason Taylor. I think if, Christian Ellis is out, I think the middle of their field is slightly vulnerable to us. And Mason Taylor, I mean, I can't say enough good things about him. He only had a one catch for 4-yard performance last week against Cleveland, and I get it. Fields only completed 6 passes to 6 different receivers, but he caught a 4-yard pass, and it was a very, impressive 4-yard pass. He had a DB type draped all over him, and he still showed really good hands to catch it outside his frame and go down, again, 4-yard catch. So you're really talking about a nothing burger in the totality of the game, but I've been so impressed with Mason Taylor lately.
Me too. Me too. More calls here. We got a lot of you still on hold, so we're going to get to all of you as we go. We're going down under for this next one. Craig in Australia. Hello, Craig.
Jake, Dylan, how are you, legends? What's going
Good
on?
morning.
Good morning.
This morning, it's 10:20. I'm here in the office. I got me 10 million inch TV up on the wall there, waiting for this game to start. So I think we've got like an hour and a half to go, something like that. So
Did you
I'm
tell your
locked in.
clients? Were you like, I got to watch the Jets today? I'm not available on this Friday.
Do not disturb. So
Do
we
not
don't have many.
disturb.
We don't have many primetime games this year. So, I've been in New Zealand this week, and unfortunately, the time zone is even worse there because I was trying to add New Zealand to my list of countries that I've called the Jake Asman show from. I'm pretty confident I've got the record of the most different countries and continents to call in from. So, unfortunately, I couldn't call in from Hobbit Town down there, but maybe next time. But go Jets tonight, but completely non-Jet related, all kind of non-Jet related news. I've just installed 2 new flagpoles at my house, one for the Australian flag, and I've just received my 9/11 Memorial American flag that's flown for a day over Ground Zero, because we did the 9/11 museum on the recent trip with the kids that we had lunch on. So I've just got that, and I've just ordered a Jets flag and a Yankees flag. So I'm all USA'd up and ready to go. I'll post in the Discord. So anyone who's not on Patreon, come on, you need to see this. Join Patreon, gets you in the Discord, and then you can hang out with all us legends, and go Jets.
Craig, you're the man. Craig is more American than I would say 90% of the audience.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a lot of great people who tune into the show, and this next caller is most certainly not one of them.
Warning! Warning! Allen alert! Shit's about to get ugly, folks. Warning! Allen alert! Hide the children.
You're on mute, which is honestly, this is your best call you've ever had. Stay there. This is great.
Come on. Good evening, gentlemen. How are you? First of all, to the guy who said that Fernando Mendoza is carrying Indiana is absolutely false, because their running game is carrying that team. So Mendoza's been good, but if it wasn't for the running game, it wouldn't be Mendoza would not be a top 3 pick. Okay.
What's it? Hemby is his name. He's a good back.
Hemby and Black, both those guys have been unbelievable. Again, I don't think this game's close tonight. I would be surprised if.
Why are you so giddy? Like, you put in your name Pats by a million, Pats. Like,
I want them to win tonight.
How are you a Jet fan not rooting for the Jets to win this game?
I have no desire for them to win. I don't believe in meaningless wins, and this is what it is.
It wouldn't be meaningless.
It is a meaningless win. Again, it's a meaningless win.
Hold on. I get it. I get it in the win-loss column, yes, and in terms of the
That's pretty much it. Yeah,
but the locker room, you don't think the locker room will benefit at all from winning any games over the next 7?
Glenn's message getting through. If they could win a short
I will
week
tell you
game
one
as a
thing.
13-point dog.
The only time I would root for the Jets at this juncture of the season, when they're 2-7,
is against the Patriots.
No. Is if they would have a young quarterback that they're grooming. Like when Sam was losing games down the stretch, I wanted them to win because they had a quarterback that I had hope in. The problem is they don't have a quarterback now. They're playing with a quarterback that most likely will be gone after this season. So again, they're 2-7 going nowhere with a quarterback that has no hope to be our quarterback of the future. That's why I don't think these wins mean anything.
It's the Patriots, dude.
Again, they're 2-7. My hope is to win I want a top 3 pick in 2026. That's all I want right now.
For what quarterback is so can't miss that
I think there are 3 players that I covet at the top of the draft.
Here we go.
It's the 2 quarterbacks, and it's Arvell Reese. And I do not want to trade any 2027 capital to move up for the quarterbacks. Again, me and you differ on this, Jake. I'm sorry you want them to go all in on quarterback. I like these quarterbacks. I do not love these quarterbacks. I do not want to trade future. Thank you, Jetpack, whatever. I do not want to trade future capital for these guys. I don't. So again, we differ on this, Jake. Okay. So again, when you're 2-7 and you're playing Justin Fields as your quarterback in a meaningless November game, yeah, I want them to lose. I do. I think it's better for the franchise going forward if they lose.
I'm
do.
assuming the two quarterbacks are Mendoza and Simpson for you.
I do. Those are the two. Yeah, I do not want to trade up for anybody else.
I'm with you on those three. Would you trade the Dallas second-round pick to move up from 5 to 2?
I do not. I think it will actually cost more than that.
I'm sure, but I'm saying as a starting
If
point,
it's the
instead of
Dallas pick,
2027
yes.
one.
Again, from 5 to 2, I think it will cost one of the first in 2027.
Oh, okay.
Do.
Well, we
So
did
that's
the
why.
exercise when Chicago flipped from 3 to 2,
3 to
and it was
2.
like a 3 to 4, a third and a
3
fourth.
to 2
So,
and 5 to 2 are different, especially
no, of course.
with the
I
Raiders
just-
coming up.
What if it was like a 2 and a 4?
I would do that, but I don't think that would happen because I think they're going to look for a 1, and I do not want to trade any of the 1s.
Honestly, my biggest worry is somebody like you said, like the Raiders or even Miami,
I'll tell you what
jumping
team
us with Cleveland at 4 currently
I'll
because
tell-
we picked
I'll-
5.
I'll tell you a team that will move up, and you'll be surprised by this.
LA
is the Rams.
I'm not surprised by that. I absolutely agree with you.
The Rams actually going to have a top 10 pick.
And they
from
get
the
out ahead of
Falcons.
things a year early.
Yes.
So
So
if
I think they
Stafford's
will
last
move
year
ahead
is
of
this year or next year, I totally see that. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you ever get spanked as a kid?
All the
AG
time,
wants to
Jake.
know.
I heard you didn't. That's surprising.
Is that true, Jake?
I was not spanked.
Your
but
dad
Alan-
never beat you as
No,
a kid?
I was not
Oh,
beaten. I was
shit,
not.
dude.
Yes.
Shout
was
out
not.
Pops, man. He
That's
made
what
me-
happens
He
when
made me
you're
a better
30
man
years
for
old than a
that.
kid. So that's why.
Mason says the Jets could win the Super Bowl, and Allen would complain about draft positioning.
It's not true. Again, they're 2
It would.
and
The
7.
Jets could win the Super
They
Bowl
are
35-31.
2-7, and
You'd
these
be mad
games
at
mean
the
nothing.
defense.
These games mean nothing.
Playing the
They mean
Patriots
nothing.
in prime time
They
and winning is
mean
not
nothing. Again, this season is over. I'm looking at 2026.
Right, and this helps them in 2026.
This does not help them in 2026.
Do we have a head coach?
We
do
do not have a
coach?
quarterback. That's
Do we
the
have a head
problem.
coach?
We
Okay.
don't have a quarterback.
Right, but Mike Tomlin never had a quarterback either. But we know
I'm
he's a
not
good coach
talking
because he
about
won
Mike
every year.
Tomlin. I'm talking about the Jets.
Yeah,
Again,
and let's
stop
talk about the
other
Jets.
teams,
The head coach is not going anywhere, Alan.
Not talking about the other teams. Again, if the
Talk about the Jets. Do you need a coach and quarterback?
I will tell you one thing. If Jackson Dart was our quarterback right now, I would root for the Jets. Yes, because he's a young quarterback that needs to win games.
Alan,
Justin
count to three.
Fields-
Count to 3.
I'm not counting to 3.
All right, enjoy the game.
Now look what you've done, Alan. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
I understand those rooting for the draft picks. I can't do it against the Patriots in a primetime game. You can't tell me beating New England in a primetime spot would not be awesome if you're a real Jet fan. I refuse to buy it.
Yeah, that's why I cut him off and said against the Patriots, because I don't care what the Jets' record is, especially in a divisional game, especially the Patriots. Like, you know, I've kind of become numb to the Buffalo Bills kicking the shit out of us every week. But when it's Patriots week, dude, I don't know, man. You got to have it a little bit of extra juice with you. I'd say a little bit of extra sauce, but we have no sauce right now. So you got to bring a little bit of extra juice with you into these games. And I don't know. It's funny that the one time Allen doesn't try to rumble me, he still gets hold. So
I gave him plenty of leeway. All right.
It was more the headset, man.
Yeah, it was so loud. Alan, fix your audio for your next ridiculous take. Sean is on the line. Sean, go ahead.
Oh, hey Jake, how you doing?
Hey, Sean. What's up, man?
I want to apologize to you, Jake, personally. You know, for like the I have like, you know, I'm bipolar, honestly. So, you know, sometimes I'll leave messages or say things I don't really mean. So,
Did
but
you paint your nails, Sean?
yeah, I paint my nails.
What color are your nails?
Silver.
Nice.
You know, so like I love your show, honestly, I do. Cuz I basically spent my life as a Jets fan since I was like 10. Cuz my father took me to a game in '88. And the Jets won. I think it was a Jets Giants game, and the Jets won. It could have been 86. I don't know. But anyway, they won. So I honestly, after that game, became a Jets fan. And here I am now.
You look good.
So I'm suffering like all of you. I am. I'm suffering like everyone else. I know people want wins. People want wins. But I'm looking into the future. You know what I mean? With draft capital. All right. So let's say we win like 8 games. We get hot. You know, Aaron Glenn gets hot. And he's like winning all these games. That's awesome, right? For future reference of how good of a coach he is. But when it comes to draft capital, we drop it back into the mid, region. So all the top,
Sean, this is a family show.
Calm your freaky down.
All the top QB prospects will be out. So we'll have to wait till the next following year. So who
Gator wants an apology, by the way, for you saying you were going to sue him.
Come on, I'm not gonna sue anybody. I was kidding.
Gator's got a lawyer up.
I was kidding. I was playing along with the game.
Hey, congrats on coming in number 5 in the power rankings, Sean.
I'm in the I didn't even know I was in power rankings.
Yeah, go check it out. The video was posted yesterday. I aired it on the show, second show yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I just wanted to say that I am emotionally like you have a petri dish, right? Of different organisms, right? I'm one of those organisms that you have to really, hone in on to get a good perspective of. I just want to say because I'm not I'm really inconsistent with my voicial kind of representative of where I am or what I want to speak of.
Well, Sean, when you're feeling good, call in when you feel good. And when not, you don't have to. But when you call in, you give us great moments like this.
All right, here we go, Jay. All right, here we go.
Thank you very much, Sean. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, more calls here. We're nearing the end of our show, so we're going to try to get to everyone.
He's pointing. Garrett Box, I'm pointing at you. Garrett Box, I point at you. Garrett Box, I'm pointing. I'm pointing. I'm pointing. I'm pointing. Garrett Box, point at you. I point.
You're on mute. Hi, Decker.
Gary, you're on mute.
Sorry, yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Decker.
Hey, Decker.
Have you met Dylan? Dylan, have you met Decker? Say hi,
I don't
Dylan.
believe so, no.
Say hi, Dylan. I mean,
Hi, how are you?
Decker, say hi to Dylan.
What's up, Decker? Are the Jets going to win tonight?
Are the Jets going to win tonight?
Hopefully, but knowing them, no.
Yeah, that's probably the right way to look at it. That's well said.
I agree.
You're very smart, Decker. Well done.
Can't hear.
How's school going?
You are very smart.
That's probably.
Now we get to talk to the teacher about school.
She was listening to the show once, and this is in the off season, and you said something about the Jets haven't won the Super Bowl since 1968. And she looks at me and says, "Dad, the Jets haven't been to the Super Bowl since '68." She looks at me, she goes, "Dad, the Jets haven't been to the Super Bowl since the '60s." Right? Like, there's no way he's telling me the truth. I'm like, yeah. Baby. So, why did you pick them?
How old is she, Gary? She's like 10.
She just turned 11.
She just turned 11. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's seen nothing remotely close to.
My father-in-law is a big Cubs and Bears fan. When they were born, my father-in-law and I had a bet. Whoever won the World Series first should be a fan of that team. So the Cubs won. The Mets got this close in 2015. They were born in 2014. The Mets got this close. But all right, I got the Jets. So watch the Jets with me. And now the Jets are so bad. My wife watches, we have 2 TVs. My wife watches the Bears on one TV. I watch the Jets on the other. She's now going with my wife to watch the Bears because at least they're not horrible this year. Like, she's only seen the Jets be horrible. That's it. Like, the first thing she wore was an Eric Decker jersey.
Love it.
Like, but like her patience have one thing. Like, it's not fun rooting for this team, which brings me to my call. I told you guys I wouldn't watch again until the Jets lost. The last 3 times I haven't watched a game at all. They've won. The 30-0 game against Houston where they scored all the points in the second half. Then these last 2. Do you want me to continue?
Yeah, fire up a Nets mock draft for us.
Okay, I'll do it. I will sit this. I will keep sitting them out.
Oh yeah.
I'll be honest though. Last week I didn't watch the first half. When I saw it was tied at halftime, I kind of tuned in for the second half, and then I went back and watched most of the game. So I wasn't totally. I didn't follow the plan exactly, but I didn't watch at all in the first half. Do you want me to not watch? I'll do it if they keep winning. I'll keep not watching. But
how do we know? How do we know you wouldn't be watching though?
I want the Jets to win. I don't want to tank for Mendoza or Simpson. I want them to win. So if this is our good luck charm,
how about your guy Allen? It's giddy to talk about how he's rooting for the Pats tonight. Claims to be a Jet fan.
Allen's one of the good ones. I don't know why he gets giddy at the thought of the Jets being horrible. He does. He like when the Jets started 0-6. He told me they're going to go 0-6 to start the season. This is like week 2. I'm like, they're not going to go 0-6. They're going 0-6. And then he's right. And then they're going to go 0-17. And it's all exciting. Why are you excited that they're like historically bad? Like, why does this make you happy? Like, I just want them to win. I'm willing not to watch if it means they're going to win. Whatever. Just win.
I love it.
You want me not to watch? Do you want me to keep this going?
Yeah, don't watch. And then when you check the score at halftime and they're down by a lot, then start watching and see if there's a reverse jinx effect.
Okay. You guys got it.
Yeah.
I'll call my call. See if I can get a mock draft going. All right, I'll sit out. I'll keep this going. If they keep
Please do.
If they go 10-7 and make the playoffs, and I don't watch a single game, you guys can thank me for that. I'll keep it going.
Hell yeah!
Chicken with pasta is worse than peanut butter with sandwich.
Love it. All right, last chance to get in the raffle here. If you're on hold, I promise we'll get to you, but we are over 2 hours here. I got to order my food and get ready to watch Jets football tonight. Peter says this guy's dead wrong. In order for this new regime to gain respect and attention of the players, they need to be able to get buy-in, and it wouldn't do that unless we win games. I agree. This is the guy Peter's referring to as Allen, who wants the Jets to lose every week. Lord says that he does realize not all the lottery teams need a quarterback, right? And do people realize the Jets have a lot of picks? So if they have to move up a couple slots, they'll be okay. God. Asman says, thank you. Made it home safe. Wanted to share my game prediction. All I have to say is Denver 2.0, but this time make the quarterback change at half. Isn't it sad that it's like, yeah, Bronco game again, but let's make the QB change right this time. Like that's where we're at.
Yeah. It's funny though, because I've been going back and forth, and I don't know if he's on the line with Black Gypsy. Shout out Black Gypsy, number 2 in the power rankings. But he was telling me that it was all luck, right? We didn't outcoach Cleveland. We didn't outcoach Cincinnati. But I want to know what he feels about the reverse. What was that Jets-Broncos game where we historically, held them to under 250 yards, won the turnover battle, had all X, Y, and Z, and we still lost, and we were like 1 for 600 in teams that have put up those stats. So it's curious to me. Did the Jets get out coached or did the Broncos get lucky? I would say the Broncos kind of got lucky in that game.
All right, more calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is very negative, but he sometimes is positive. It's I don't know how to get a read on how this man is going to be feeling going into this one. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say hello right now to PBM.
Purple belt Mike, he loves the dark night. He's got a green pool and he jumps right in. Maybe someday he'll get a brown belt, but for now he's just that purple belt Mike. Purple belt Mike, it might be purple, but he can still kick your dirty ass.
I'm out with PBW and Maui. He's going to take a dookie, just how we hope that the Jets take a nice dookie on the Patriots. So I wanted to make sure I call in because I promised DT that I'd show off the shirt. Show the light on me real quick. Check out the shirt. Can you see it?
We see a little bit of it. I love it,
dude.
dude.
When I'm walking.
I absolutely love it.
But I was eating, so Just want to show off the merch. Support the channels.
Hell yeah. You
And,
cover it up with Islanders gear, which is kind of sus, but it's all right.
Islanders,
LGI.
baby. We beat up on them Rangers. What was that? 5-0? Ooh.
I think it was
Dude,
6.
Ilya
Yeah.
with the
If you think I know
shutout, you know what
nothing
I'm
about
saying?
baseball, I know less about hockey than I do baseball. So
Oh, so then why do you care if I'm wearing Islanders?
I don't know. If I had to pick, it'd be Devils because it's the actual only New Jersey team. But
Devils, I'm not gonna lie, man. Devils got some good going on right now, man. They look good. Hughes, but who cares? The Jets show. Look, I'll never ever root for the Jets to lose against the Patriots. I hate the Patriots. I want them to win this game just because I hate the Patriots. And here we go. Look, nice dookie. So,
I really thought he was gonna zoom in on it.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Screw the
All right.
Pats. Dump right on them.
Positive sign for the Jets tonight, PVM.
Yeah. Dump right on them.
I love it, bro.
PVW, how are you?
They said, how are you?
Isn't he annoying?
That's funny. How come you're?
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, is the leg the reason why you're not leashed with the dog?
Yeah. I had
I-
PT today, so I was sore.
I
If you look at
gotcha.
her mask, look, she's got a nice little muzzle. So she doesn't eat nothing. She's like Bane, this dog.
Do you
Right,
have to
Maui?
muzzle her for town purposes or for her purposes?
Her purposes because she picks up like dead animals or whatever. So we have to put that on so she doesn't get sick.
100%.
Yeah. So, but she doesn't mind the muzzle.
I was gonna say she doesn't look
knows-
aggressive, so I wasn't sure if it was like a town thing with
We put
restricted
that on
breeds.
Alan next time he calls in.
She can still bark. It's just that it's a cage to block her from eating anything. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
for sure.
Yeah, but she can still bark if she wants. And she
Nice.
knows when she sees it, it's Walkie's time.
Well,
I
let's
love
get a
the
win
light up
tonight for
collar,
Maui.
too.
I love it.
Yeah, let's get a win for Maui and fuck the Patriots. Hate them.
Amen.
Purple belt wife, she's the dark knight. She has a lazy husband who forgets to clean potatoes. Maybe someday she'll get some help, but for now she's just a purple belt wife. Purple belt wife, she might not be purple, but she can kick her husband's ass.
We only have 13 gifted memberships this show, so I'm gifting a membership right now to the community. If you get it, you're in the raffle for a signed Jermaine Johnson jersey coming up when we end this pregame stream. But right now, Dylan, you asked for it, and I'm here to tell you right now that you're about to get exactly what you asked for.
I'm Black Gypsy. I'm gonna set all you delusional Jets fans straight. Your takes make me wanna punch you in the face or kick you in the crotch. When this team sucks, they suck. I'm Black Gypsy. I'm Black Gypsy. I'm Black Gypsy. I'm Black Gypsy.
He gets an intro and he's number 2 in the power rankings in the same week, dude. I love it. Hold on, before you go, I need to preface because we're gonna debate. The two things I'm debating is that the Jets didn't get fully lucky, right?
How you say this to fully?
I said luck was always baked in. We said it in the chat. Luck is always baked in, but it's not the only reason. And I'm going to dispute Nick Mangold over AG getting credit for these wins. I love it. I love it.
So, all right. Here's the reason why I said it, right? You brought up a good example. The Broncos game, we didn't have luck on our side. Right? Broncos had luck on their side. How that game unfolded last week and how the Bengals game unfolded it just seems lucky. Like, I'm talking shit when I say I'm not going to give AG any clout if we win a game. Like, if we win a game, I'm going to give him some clout. But right now, like, because what's the name? Was the Hamburger was saying that he wanted Namath to die so the curse would end, which was like
we can't do that. We can't do that.
insane. So like when he said that, I was like, maybe Mangold would be the breaker to the curse.
Yeah, he's our
maybe
12th man.
Mangold.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't see any reason why the players would want to play for AG right now, other than like something outside pushing, like a little kick in the locker room, like just something right after you trade a whole bunch of players, and they come out and then win a game in the way that we won it. To me, is luck. I don't think AG had nothing to do with that, and that's what the argument was. You were like, AG did the special team coach did something.
Dude, this
AG,
might have been Wilk's best game.
yeah, in player placement and calling the defenses, probably his best game. But still, like that play action is still beating us in the end zone, still beating us, period.
Sure.
And like the third
that's
down
the
call,
first play right off the turnover, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Which
hold on, that's for the people in the chat. Like that is so normal in the NFL. If you are a competent offense, as soon as you get a quick change and that defense runs out on the field, they go deep every time.
Yep.
So it made sense.
What I'm looking forward to see Wilkes do is he doesn't have a third down defense, like a solid defense that he can use. It's a play that he calls. He's been switching from the 3-man now instead of the 2, and trying to do zone out of 4-3. Like in some of those situations, like when we get in the end zone, we got beat on a play action when he was in quarters. He shouldn't have even been in. If you're gonna play quarters, just play a 4-6. Like just put guys up there so they can get to the line and get to the quarterback. I want to see because Drake May and Vrabel they're humming. The offense is humming. In the end zone, they're a good team. Yeah. So like we need to have adjustments. I want to see him make the adjustments to not get beat in the play action touchdown today in the end zone. Because every team in the end zone is going to call that play because they've seen it work every week. So it's on their play calls that plays are going to do.
The linebacker and the slot corner are on such like a watch for me. Like if their eye discipline is bad on these play actions, that's how Brownlee got beat on the touchdown by Njoku. It's like you
cut inside.
You were 2 yards too deep into the line of scrimmage, and you were 2 yards to the middle. Like you needed to widen out a little bit. So yeah, I definitely agree. If they kill us with the play action, it's going to be bad.
So the only thing I see, because people were saying move Clemens to the outside and have him rushing. Like no, Clemens on the inside, have him do stunts on the inside, and make his main goal, his only goal. Maybe if you see a running back, go after him, but you spy the QB just to give an extra body, because we don't set the edges to spy the QB at all. Like we crash and then there's
we
no
give
line.
it to him. Yep, we give it to him. Yeah,
like Sherwood always crashes in and can't go back out to be a spy.
No,
so like it's gonna be an interesting game.
Did you like the D-line adjustments though? And I've said this probably 3 times already on the show. I don't care. Putting Will and JJ in the A and B gaps, probably like that 3 technique, and then having Tufele and Clemens, and then they were able to do the. I guess it's technically an ET stunt, even though it's a TE stunt, and the
it's a TE stunt. Yeah,
it's a TE stunt, but by like verbiage or players, it's the tackles go and then the ends loop around, and then you still get Clemens in the A gap. So like stuff like that, which is why do they need to get rid of Quinnen to do these types of things when we were just saying put Quinnen on the edge and just do the same type of shit. So I hope that they continue doing that.
What I want to see is them play that he's doing better with the rotation, but I think that defense is a nickel defense, especially if you use Brownlee as a linebacker. Brownlee as a linebacker, that defense would be a top 5 defense because his reaction time to the ball is amazing, and he can cover, and he has the athleticism to catch up if he's off. Like that one play where he bit on the play action, he was already going inside. He had no thought process of going outside. He'd already committed to going inside.
Yep.
Like I want him to play off a little bit more to give himself that space. But you're playing man, so man out of quarter.
Oh, here we go. Having a great conversation and it gets interrupted. I had another point about the defense that I wanted to bring up to you. Oh, the Greg Olsen clip, because I think you'll appreciate this. He was talking about the Rams, 13 personnel and they pass, and then 11 personnel, but they run, and they're able to mix and match and do a lot of things. And Olsen said defensively what they need to do is match based on down and distance tendencies instead of matching based on personnel. So if the Patriots, and I know Austin Hooper's hurt, but hypothetically they come out in 12 personnel, don't match with 4-3. Just stay nickel, right? And just based on down and distance tendencies.
That's what made Saleh better. As a 100%. Defensive, Saleh knew he's going to have this package, and then in the end zone he has a different package because he knows his guys can play where they're supposed to be. And so we'll see. Mangold miracle season if we win. If something lucky happens today, that's what I'm on the rest of the season.
I'm with you. I'm with you on a little bit of luck and a little bit of higher, spirit powers being 100%. 100%. I'm with you.
Black Gypsy, job well done, sir. One of the greats. Love it. All right, we got some heavy hitters still left. Stop what you're doing and smash your head into your camera. It's David T time.
I got my eye on you. Checkmate, full screen, bitch.
Hi, Jake and Dylan.
My favorite DT. What's up, David?
Hey, Jake, as far as you being a capitalist, I'm not sure I like that word, but hey, we choose our profession or our jobs, and it's all part of the ball game. People aren't going to advertise on your show unless they believe in it. So anyway, as far as the game tonight, I just hope that they can put up a somewhat competitive game. Don't get cute. I heard people like the cuteness of the Tyler Johnson and I mean Tyler and Justin Fields, interactive and getting cute. Don't want that. But anyway, I'll take a 23, 17 game if it's competitive.
Let's go, David. Sign me up.
I got my Iron UJ. I hope you like my Jets take. They call me David T. It's not easy for me to see, but if you bring me full stream, you might like what I had to say. I'll need to get real damn close, cause my vision is dog shit.
Well done by David T. Critics Crusader is next. I don't recognize this caller. Hello, Critics.
Why can't I hear Jake?
Do you hear me, Critics? Hello.
Can you hear me?
Do you hear Dylan? You don't hear anyone.
No. Yeah, I can hear you, Dylan. I can hear Dylan, but I can't hear Jake.
You don't hear me? What?
Unbelievable. I finally call in, and I got audio issues, of course. You hear me, Dylan?
I hear you. We hear you fine. Jake.
Dylan, you handle this call because
I'll
you can't
just
hear
make
me.
my point real fast. I just want to say that Breece Hall is going to go off tonight. He's going to have a great night. I just feel it. I know it. I think that Fields and Hall have a special relationship. I think that's part of what's going on. I think it's he's a heart of the team, Hall, and I think that he wants to carry this team on his back, and tonight he's going to do it. Go ahead. New England's going to sell out to stop the run. Go ahead. I think Hall's going to have a magic, like Saquon kind of performance here. So I'm really hyped for it, and I hope it happens.
Oh, yeah. I think it's encouraging that every single person that the Jets play, like coaches, players, fans, they know what the Jets want to do, and that's run the ball. And they still have success doing it. Breece faces an average of 7.34 defenders in the box. I think that's a stat from like Fantasy Pros or something that I pulled, an advanced stat on Breece. 7.34 defenders in the box on all of his runs on average. So there's obviously times where there's 8 or to Allen's point 9, but it's like we still have success running the ball. So it's like, I don't know. I'm more encouraged about that than I am down on the quarterback not completing a forward pass.
Yeah, I think Breece has had a really good year if you just watch the games. And the O-line is good. They have a good offensive line. That's what it honestly, if you want to be excited about the Jets' future, it's that you have 5 first-round picks over the next 2 years, and you don't need to use, knock on wood, any of those picks on an offensive tackle. And probably one of your guards is set with Tippmann.
And somebody said earlier with the call, I forget who it was, but they said sign Simpson back and sign AVT back. I would sign Myers back too. Like linemen should not hit free agency at any level. Like the Tyler Linderbaum stuff. Like, come on, they would probably franchise tag Tyler Linderbaum before letting a center of his caliber hit the open market. And the Jets should do the same thing. If you're going into next season with your 5 as it currently is, with AVT as your 6th man or however you want to do it, and then you can still draft a guard/center in the 3rd round, right? Or well, I don't have a 3rd round, but at the 4th round even. Like, and you have a strong 7 or 8 guys if they bring back Chooks or they re-sign Max Mitchell as their jumbo package guy. Like 8 linemen is like the minimum for an NFL team. Like you need to have guys that if they go in, it's not going to be, oh shit, we're screwed now, So I think the Jets would be wise to use a lot of their dollars to retain any trench player, really, except for Michael Clemens.
Well said. Some gifted memberships here. Matt L in for one, Matty P in for one, and Harris Bornstein got the membership that I gifted. Last chance to get in our raffle. Let's say hello to Ray from Cali. What's up, Ray? Man, it's dark in California. Ray, try and call back. I'll squeeze you in before the end of the show. Philly Noodles is next. Hello, Philly.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Hello.
What's up? What's up? I'm actually trying to live a little bit different. I'm trying to take in the weather like I'm in New York still or in New England. We're watching it in the backyard, baby.
Nice. What's the temperature down there?
52-ish. It'll drop to like 42. I got
All right.
the fire pit
Careful
if I
showing
need
us
it.
the screen because Jake might get in trouble with YouTube if you show too much of that screen.
Oh, he's
Oh
all right.
yeah, well,
He's all right.
yeah. Believe me, it's a little distorted in the middle, so they might not get anything too crazy.
I
But
appreciate
yeah,
you
I'm trying
looking
to
out
use
for
that up.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, a Brees Hall crazy explosion. I don't think Vrabel would allow him to go off. Adonai Mitchell. I want to see if he can get separation. Like that's. I think we have to look out to see what could happen in the future with certain players. So I'm more entertained about seeing what guys could step up. Garrett on the IR now, so let's see what happens. But yeah, gentlemen.
Evaluate for the future, man.
Yes, sir. Have a good night. Go Jets.
Philly,
later, cuzzo.
Enjoy the game on the big screen in the great outdoors. This guy will be enjoying the game on the big screen, right, Beast? Beast, you there? What do you think Beast is doing? Getting more food?
That man's got a Christmas tree up already.
That's right.
Oh, at least we know what he does during the Jets games is put up Christmas tree and Christmas ornaments.
Carlos with the super chat. He says, I feel like the Jets will win tonight. I feel bad for saying Aaron should be fired. Winning games makes a big difference. However, I believe they will achieve their third win tonight. Go Jets. I'm fired up. So you went from thinking Glenn should be fired to they beat the Bengals and the Browns, and now you think as 12.5-point dogs they're going to win tonight, Carlos? I love it. That's a fan right there.
Dude, they're turning the corner, man. Come on, get on board. No.
They win tonight, I'll get on board. I'll start to really believe. But
the only thing I like, and I think Ariel kind of mentioned it, is when we get to game day, I just want to feel like we have a damn chance, right? Like that's all that matters. And I will cling on to that chance and lose my voice sitting here in my living room until we don't have a chance. Like that's all I care about. Like if we go into the week and it's like, oh, we're going to get the crap kicked out of us and blah, blah, blah. Like that's not the feeling right now. So as long as we have that feeling, I feel like there's still something to hope for. Not much, but something.
That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
nice. Yeah, basically.
That'd be improvement. NY Jets Florida said that Beast is 5 minutes behind on the computer. No, he's not even there. Look, he's just not even there. Hirsch writes in, we need long, boring drives to keep the New England offense off the field. I agree. I mean, ball control, turnovers, boost on the special teams. It's the Denver script with better quarterback play to have a chance.
100%. Yeah, you gotta have your defense show up. Probably keep them under 17 points to have like a legitimate chance. They're a very explosive offense, man. Drake May will go over the top. Obviously, Henderson had 155 and 2 last week on the ground, and then Kyle Williams had that really explosive run after catch. But no Butte, no Hooper, and no Stevenson. I mean, they are down a little bit of talent. I guess flip side real quick. The one thing I don't like where the Jets can take advantage, the Patriots are 32nd in the league in red zone percentage. Teams are scoring like 73% of the time. I think it's like 17 out of 23 trips to the red zone. They're finishing
the red zone.
Yes. So if the Jets get there, please don't settle for field goals.
You getting a little smoky in that room, DT?
Dude, Ricky and Black Gypsy just walked in the room. And,
Ricky was on hold earlier. He's still in the chat. I was going to go to your call, Ricky, and then you dropped off. In the meantime, we're winding down here. Last chance to get in the raffle. Signed Jermaine Johnson jersey is the prize. We went through the inactives earlier. You will see A.D. Mitchell active tonight. Harrison Phillips is playing. So is Will McDonald. They were listed as questionable, but they're going to be out there. No A.Z. Thomas with a concussion. We covered it at the start of our stream with Green Bean, and then eventually O'Leary, who joined. Garrett Wilson, injured reserve, meaning he is out for this game and at least 3 more games. With that, let me shout out Black Gypsy, speak of the devil. Raffle, he gifted a membership to Molly Mall. So, Molly, you're a channel member, courtesy of Black Gypsy. Dylan, do you hear that? You hear something?
I hear rumblings. I hear rumblings.
I'm hearing some Cho and chill, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. Gator says, I think Big Cho might need an intro.
Big Cho. Yeah, it's nice. I like my recliner. No, I just called to check in. Big Cho. I don't like all those wrinkles on my head. I don't have that many wrinkles. We're talking about Big Cho. My implants are coming in 3 months.
The Kardashian ones?
I put the jet gear on for you. Been running some errands early. Came home just chilling. Big Cho. Jake.
Big Cho.
Dylan. What's up, Dylan?
Big Cho. If I could figure out how to unmute my mic, I'd say I'm chilling, Cho. How are you?
Doing well.
I
got the Jets 17, the Patriots 16 tonight.
Squeaking it out. I love it.
Last second field goal.
We're talking about Big Cho. Nick Folk's the guy for that.
Yep. Last second field goal to win with no time left on the clock.
Big Cho. I love it.
I love how Jake likes to press that button with Big Chill on it.
It's not him. I can tell you. I can tell you from experience, seeing some of Jake's backstage stuff when we were in Tampa. It's not Jake. Big Cho.
It's not. Who is it?
I think it's Six Rings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I watched the power ranking show this afternoon. I see I was number 3. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Congrats. You earned it, Big Cho. You earned it.
Yeah, it was very nice. They showed a lot of nice stuff about me being at the game and the tailgate.
Cho, when's the big back surgery?
Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. I knew it was soon. Well, we're excited for you to undergo it and get better from it.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna try to call in on Monday before my surgery on Tuesday, so hopefully I can get a lot of thoughts and prayers going my way for my surgery.
I just got a super chat from Georgie who wrote in, not this chump again. Cho, you're not a Jets fan. Chump.
Did he really send in the super chat?
He did. 14-month super chat.
Oh, God. That guy's annoying, man. Why didn't he ever call in?
He's a chump.
I feel you.
Hey, Big Cho, you're a coach. If you're Aaron Glenn, what are you saying to your team tonight? No one's picking the Jets. No one thinks they have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, it's like David and Goliath, man. You just got to get after them one play at a time. Don't worry about the outside noise. Just do what we do.
Let me bring in my other coach. He's coached many. He's won many awards, world titles. Beast, what's your message to the locker room tonight if you're Aaron Glenn?
Beast. Yo, Beast.
How's everybody doing tonight? Yes, we here. Look at that. What we have here? What does this look like? A meatball, a little bit of meatball with a little matzah to it, and a good marinara sauce. Anyone who puts pesto on this is gonna get this. Boom! And I hate pesto sauce. I hate pesto. I only like marinara, but I would like to try the vodka sauce one day. Tonight.
So for dinner, you're having balls between buns.
That is meatballs with fresh cheese on there and garlic butter. You got a problem with that, Sonny? Take it up with my department. Now forget about it. Okay, kid? Now do your part, everybody else, and scavamuji.
Hey, Beast, what else is for dessert? Yeah, that's the main meal. We have some dessert.
No dessert. I don't want to be putting heavy calories on. This is beautiful. And you know what's on this too? Good old-fashioned garlic butter. like a glove.
No calories in butter, Beast.
Now in the words of the master, now that's spicy meatball.
Beast, about how much butter did you use in that garlic butter? Like in a tablespoon metric, how many tablespoons?
Just a smidge, because I used some good fresh garlic.
Hey, show us the sandwich again. I want to see the meatballs.
It looked like a little bit of sauce was missing on one of them.
No, the sauce is in there. You gotta look in there. It's fresh sauce I just put in there. These meatballs cooked very slowly. Very slowly. And the garlic butter, I only use real garlic. And you know where garlic comes from? Costco. Like a glove.
How do you feel about the allegations that you're a meatball eating a meatball, so you're technically cannibalizing your dinner?
In about 26 minutes, we're about to hit the field. And we're going to win and the first quarter is going to start. I know what we're going to do.
You're going to hang Christmas lights because you don't watch the games.
I think it's longer than that. It's actually 8:15, I believe, the kickoff.
My lights are not going to be used until December 20th.
Hey, Beast, how are you watching the game? You only have like 90.
I have TV.
DVDs.
I have the TV app, and I also have Personal Sports.
Okay. You know the game's on Amazon
remember,
Prime.
If you don't have this, then you're as much of a tree full of shit on the planet. That's a guarantee. Guarantee. Now enjoy.
Hey, Mike D's Nuts says he ordered McDonald's with no boogers.
No, thank you. I don't eat McDonald's. Thank you very much. If you want good
Just
quality,
boogers.
you know to go with good quality. Cheesecake Factory, Five Guys, and also Red Robin. You tell me how crazy I am. I just took 4 chair headshots.
We covered a lot of ground there. Hey, Big Cho, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm excited about watching the game tonight. I've been looking forward to it. Got an old school New York Jets sweatshirt on.
I like it.
You can't see it, but it's got Jets on the sleeve. If I can show you.
Oh, you got the plane emblem too. That's the best one.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Been representing that all day with some Jet shorts and some Jet socks.
I was gonna say the weather was finally nice in the Carolinas after Monday and Tuesday were brutal.
Yeah, it was pretty chilly.
It got down to 25 here in upstate South Carolina.
Yeah, it was a little chilly. I don't mind it cold because then I could wear some of my sweats and stuff, you know.
I hate the cold for work purposes. If I have to wear pants to work, I am a miserable person.
Calm your freaky down. What do you do for work?
I am in construction. I install flooring.
Oh yeah, damn. Understood.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard my name said that many times unless I call the show.
We're talking about Big Joe.
Big Joe!
Big Cho, enjoy the game. Gator, I need that drop. Anyway. All right, Raffle's coming up here. A-Win has a super chat here. It says, upset alert, Jets play with no pressure and win. From your lips to God's ears. Matt says, prayers out to Big Cho for a successful surgery and recovery. Love that.
Big Joe.
Whoa. Sean in the chat, my brother. What are we saying?
What did he just say?
Don't even
No.
disregard.
Sean.
We gotta come up with a name. We gotta come up with a name for Sean's evil alias.
Sean, put the bottle down. Put the bottle down. All right. Ricky says that he had company come over to smoke and debate, so that's why we didn't end up hearing from him. I'm putting together the raffle names right now, so this is truly your last chance, as I have ChatGPT counting everyone who entered to copy and paste into the Wheel of Champions. So this is truly your last time. while we wait to pass the time, right now we say hello to Beastbreaker. Hey, Beast.
That meatball sub is beautiful. Very, very tender. The meat turned out fantastic. A little salt, pepper, and then a little mozzarella cheese, a little garlic butter on there.
I'm gonna do my silly dance, cause yeah, it feels like shit. We'll have a quarterback playing. Rich has all the answers. So you should act Dick Cheney. Our team is lurking.
Yeah. Dylan, before we get to the raffle, you are aware of what's on the line tonight. A win by the Jets, and we are lurking, baby.
Yeah, the first time I heard this, my immediate thought was lurking is just a government fallacy to keep the Chiefs relevant. But then I understood that they just took away in the hunt. Also, the fact that 11 of 16 teams in the conference are on the graphic and the Jets still can't make it on is really upsetting. So, God damn it, please just win, knock the Bengals down. If we're the 11th seed and lurking for even 3 days until Sunday, I'm cool with it, man. We can lurk.
I want to lurk. Lurk. Dun, dun, dun. Beast, I want to lurk.
Lurk? You mean no sleep till then?
Let's go, Jets! Let's go, Jets! Let's go, Jets! Let's go, Jets!
Last super chat for the raffle here. Lord Saw says Will McDonald another 4-piece tonight. That'd be a Jet record for sacks between 2 games. If Will McDonald has another 4 sacks tonight, I will gladly take that. And I'll tell you what, Lord Sauce, if that happens, you better call into the post-game show to gloat for calling it, because that would be pretty epic. But right now, speaking of epic, hey, maybe Will McDonald might have 4 sacks, but maybe Jermaine Johnson will have a couple sacks tonight. Someone's about to win a signed jersey by the man himself right now.
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
So the Wheel of Champions is on the screen. Real quick, I have the Prime pregame show on right now, and one of the graphics they just showed is Jets haven't had a winning record in 14 seasons, and they're specifically like showing that stat because of Fitzpatrick
with Fitz on the panel.
Well, actually, so the stat was the Jets only had 1 winning record the last 14 seasons, just so they could highlight that Fitz was the quarterback the last time that it happened. So
yeah, it's pretty sad.
Not great. Not great at all. Terrible. All right, raffle time. Yeah. Dylan, would you like to call your shot? Who do you think will win the signed Jermaine Johnson jersey?
Bo knows Jermaine Johnson jerseys.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is he called it, and he got it right. Bo C. Bo knows. He is the winner of the autographed Jermaine Johnson jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, Bo knows channel memberships. Where's my Bo video? Damn it. There it is.
Bo knows football. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows tennis. Bo knows basketball, too.
Bo knows channel memberships.
Congrats to Bo. He's the man. What a show. I have wings on the way. They actually just called that they're downstairs in my lobby. Let's get a win tonight. I'll talk to you guys in 4 hours on the postgame show. Win or lose, preferably a win. Just don't get embarrassed. Don't get embarrassed. That's it. That's what I want to see. But anyway, DT, all the love. Thanks for hopping on. And hopefully the Jets show up tonight. That'd be nice.
Yes, sir. Let's go defense. Let's stack up some more sacks against Drake May. Jake, enjoy your wings. I have to go shower. I'm still in my work clothes. I have to still go shower and eat. So I'm going to be scrambling for the next hour. But let's go, Jets. Come on.
Jets, Jets. See you all on the postgame show. Let's go.
Oh, hi. Jake wants me to ask you to click on the like button.
That's right, Lane. And if they don't subscribe to the Jake Asman Show, this team may never win another game. Let's go, Jets.